I think we have to enable it, though. I don't know if it's automatic. Sometimes it is. So far, it doesn't seem like there's colors, so we might have to... One thing for sure, I have to turn this way the fuck down. Yeah, way down. Okay, so... Audio, video? It's in here somewhere. Custom palette auto. This looks... Yeah, this is about right. Yeah, this should be correct. I think it'll just automatically do the Super Game Boy. We'll see, we'll see. Look at our demo. Game Boy stuff always sounds pretty harsh, huh? Pretty harsh indeed. It might actually still be too loud. Game Boy is, like, excruciatingly loud. Wow, they did a great job in that demo. I'm convinced. Yeah, let's hear those jams. Hell yeah. You jam it. Oh, man. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Let's do this shit. Well, I can tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing with the certainty. This controls 1,000,000 times better than the first game does. Holy moly, is it a giant improvement. Also, it feels like it's running better, like better frame rate, better scrolling. This is very smooth so far. The first Donkey Kong Land felt hella choppy. Although, I'm not convinced that the... Maybe it is. The colors seem to be on. I gotta double check, though. Is the Super Game Boy stuff actually on? Yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is. Looks like it. Looks like it. That's interesting. It's like a Super Game Boy plus GBC. Doesn't seem to make a difference, though. Huh, interesting. I'll try that, leave it on, see if it does anything. Oh no, here it is. Super Game Boy. On. That's interesting. So you can do, like, IC, so you can, like, load... I get it, but I don't have any of those. Okay. I think the aspect ratio is good, too, so I don't have to worry about that. It seems correct. I don't have to switch anything. The palette, though, might not kick in properly until the next level. It's kind of weird about that, so we might have to wait a bit. I'm sure it'll be a pretty short level, though. So far, this is substantially more pleasant to control. Where's Dixie, though? Or no, it's like... Yeah, right, you have to switch it. I remember, you don't have them both on screen. Oh. Okay, I guess it's not like the other game. That's just instant death. Got it. The colors still seem to be kind of not there, though. Is this really what it's supposed to look like? Like, the colors change when you pause. And I guess they chose to go with this look. I guess that was their idea. Alright. Oh. The internet's been rock solid so far, but we are approaching that time. We got about like another half hour-ish or so until we start to get into the danger zone. Okay. But yeah, this is 1,000,000 times more pleasant to play. So I'm feeling somewhat optimistic. There are some frame drops there, though, but I'm feeling somewhat optimistic about this version. This might be a good time. Okay. I haven't really found any secrets, though. Not that I need to, but, you know. I wonder if this has a secret world, too, like in 2 has a Lost World. It might have one, but I don't know. Game Boy games typically don't have extras like that. One thing I'm really wondering about, though, is this color palette. Like, this is an interesting choice. It's very... Are we sure this is working? Because this doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem right to me. Like, apparently it's on. Maybe there's, like, a conflict here with, custom palette. Yeah, I think that might be it. The custom palette might be overriding and fucking things up. I think maybe it'll work now when I reload the level. But obviously I'd have to die for that, and I don't know if I want to do that. Well, let's just fucking do it. Fuck it. Kill ourselves. It's early. We can get lives back if we want. Alright, so Super Game Boy is on, yes. So let's, yeah, it claims to be on, but it's not, like, loading anything. That's weird, because this is supposed to have Super Game Boy support, to my understanding. But it's not actually showing. Is there something I'm missing? Maybe those other settings are messing with stuff? I don't know. It's super strange. I don't know, that's a weird one to me. Well, either way, this looks better than the alternative. They really troll the fuck out of people who play the Super Nintendo version, huh? Because some of these levels are very similar in how they're laid out. These levels are super similar in how they're laid out, but they don't have the, the bonuses where they used to be. So they just kill you when you try to go and get them. Well, we'll leave this like this and see if it'll load anything, but it should have loaded by now if it was gonna... I don't really want to do black and white. Black and white's kind of harsh on the eyes. Oh, I fucked up. I'm playing very poorly now. Because I'm getting distracted by this fucking issue. Like, where the hell is my fucking color, dude? This is supposed to have Super Game Boy support, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it doesn't have it. Maybe that was only the first game and the third game. I don't know. I could have sworn that I remember looking this up and it had it. So I'm not sure why it's not here. There's like a bunch of these palettes, huh? They have quite a few to select from. I guess this one's just like the default or whatever. Super strange. Super strange that it's not here. Doesn't seem like there's anything I can do about it, at least not right now. Maybe it just simply doesn't have Super Game Boy support, and I thought it did. Could have been, but I recall commercials claiming that all three of them did. I think I looked it up, and it said it was there, so I don't know. Mysteries abound. Mysteries abound. I guess we'll just leave it as is. I guess we don't really have much of a choice here. It's really funny to me that they're using, like, the wrong music, though. Like, they're using the fucking underwater Lockjaw's locker music. For main brace mayhem, essentially. Ooh. It got me off screen. Oh, looks like there's something over there. Bonus barrel. Oh, I got a DK coin. Purely on accident. Good for me. This one also seems to be a bit, This one seems to be a bit more zoomed out than Donkey Kong Land 1. I could be wrong about that, but they seem to let you see a little bit more on the screen here. So it's not as absurd and ridiculous in that fashion. The camera, I am not sure about yet. I'm not sure about that camera. It might be better, it might be worse. It seems to keep up with you pretty well, but it does do a little bit of lagging behind. so it can still be a little weird, but it seems to be decently snappy. I can tell you one thing, moving on ropes is, like, pretty quick, too. It actually seems like it's faster to move on the ropes than it is in the original game. The Super Nintendo game. Although I'm not even sure if I could say original game, because, like, this isn't really trying to be like that, because you don't even have the, you can't even throw people, right? So that mechanic's gone. So this is actually an inherently more simple game, because you don't have the buddy mechanic. They can't have both of the Kongs on screen at once. So you can't, like, pick up your Kong and throw them or any of that stuff. So they've had to completely change things and redesign things around that, too. Making a more simple experience here. I will say this, the music, pretty bad. Like, this track, this music, is really bad on the ears. Like, this is harsh to listen to. This isn't exactly pleasant. It's very shrill, it's very loud. I might actually lower the volume on my end. I'm gonna do that. Because, like, it's so high-pitched. It's the kind of thing where if you're playing it on the real hardware, like a real Game Boy, it's probably not really that bad to listen to. But it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough to hear when you're doing headphones and not, like, a small, you know, Game Boy speakers thing. I think the Game Boy actually might have had stereo audio, but I've, like, used a Game Boy, like, once in my life. Like an original Game Boy. And it was when I was super, super young, so I barely remember. In general, I've not touched much of the Game Boy library, which is part of why streaming this stuff can be really fun. Because it's, like, all blind and new to me for the most part. The only Game Boy exposure I really have had is just through, like, retro streams, like Macaw and stuff like that. Frame rate is a little chunky here. See, there's a coin there. Definitely some nasty frame drops in a few parts of the levels, but it's really smooth otherwise when it wants to be, so that's nice. And there's not too much flicker either, so I can appreciate that. So far, though, I know it's only the first world, so I'm sure I'll eat my words, but so far, it's pretty reasonable for, like, difficulty. Like, this is actually not really difficult. This is quite simple. It's been pretty easy so far, and the levels are surprisingly short. Of course, I'm missing secrets and stuff like that, but... you know. Not too bad so far. They are just using the same music track over and over again, aren't they? Could use a little more variety here on the tracks, honestly. Like, they could have done something there. Like, they're just... I've been listening to this same track for, like, 10 minutes. Could jazz it up a little, perhaps. There's a lot of music in this game that they are not including, it seems. This is a pretty big underwater level, huh? Pretty expansive. And we're going over here. Yeah, frame rate's a little crusty, because there's a lot of sprites sometimes on screen. No special attacks, I guess, because of the button limitations. So On Guard can't do, like, his charge thing. There's definitely a lot of simplification going on in these games, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just makes it kind of inherently different with how you have to design stuff, especially, like, secrets, right? Because there's a fair number of secrets with On Guard that you can only access if you have the charge, and you, like, hit the crate in the right spot, and then it breaks open. So not having that is actually interesting. There's a life there I missed, but I got the coin. I assume they probably kept in, because there's a Kong college, they probably kept in that save system. Which, so far, I haven't had a great desire to use, but also, since I'm on the Game Boy core for Mr., the Game Boy Mr. core is super well developed. So you have the, we have quite a lot to pull from here. For, features. Like, it has everything that a normal emulator would have. It has fast forward, it has a rewind, I believe. And it has save states, which is unusual because a lot of the Mr. Courts don't have those things. Like the Super Nintendo one doesn't, for example. Super Nintendo one's really simple. Ow. Haven't been hit in a while. Seriously? Is there... Ow. How'd that even get me? That was weird. I'm wondering, like, is there gonna be another music track in this entire fucking world? Or is it just gonna be this on a loop? Because, man... In some ways, this is much better. Like, so far. So far, I gotta emphasize, so far, we're still early. But so far, this, in some ways, feels much better than Donkey Kong Land 1. But there's definitely some stuff at play here that is really lazy, it feels like, in comparison to the first one. Like, for example, the music is really phoned in so far and doesn't sound particularly good. So that's kind of a problem. Holy hell, though, you move fast on these ropes. Like, mega fast. It's actually kind of cool, I like that. It's not a bad thing. In general, this is a surprisingly fast game. I see they still have this, okay. Where are we going? Left? Ah, fuck. Okay, it ran out. And the physics are very different too, compared to the Super Nintendo one. Like, both Kongs are pretty wicked fast. Does this thing break ever? Seems like they really want you to crack it open with a lot. What did that even get me? I didn't really even notice. Huh. Oh, people are doing fireworks. Of course they are. For some reason. People are very fireworks happy in my neighborhood. They, like, look for any and every excuse to set off fireworks. Okay. Then we got Funky Flights, so that's in the game. And we got the boss. I'm gonna go and try that save. Hello, dearies. And just save game. It's the same system. Except there's no hints. Alright. Oh boy. Well, I'll be interested to see what they do with this boss. Will it be completely different? Because it has the same name. Seems a teensy bit different. Oh. Oh. It's definitely shrunk down. This is a very small arena. They don't give you much room to move. Okay. Okay. So this is a bit different. It's kind of the same idea, sort of, but it's a little bit more mean about it. Understood. Okay. Okay, so they don't let you get away with that. Got it. So, trying to avoid damage here, that's a bit of a trick, huh? I guess you kind of have to... No, I guess you don't. Now they have that going on, okay. So there's some phases. How do you not take damage there? Do you just keep waiting on the left? Because I'm wondering how on earth you get past that without, like, frame-perfect movement. It could just be a bullshit boss. Like, it may not be anything more complex. Okay. Okay, so I try to jump over, and I get hit by the bird instead. The jumps are really insane in this. Look how high you jump in this. It's a little fucking nuts. Yes, that's a big hitbox. And that's not a lot of recovery time for after you get hit. There's definitely some design issues at play here compared to the Super Nintendo one. Like, I guess I just wait until it stops rolling entirely? I guess you just have to be way more patient in this one. Yeah, it seems to work out a little better. Now we have this phase where it progressively drops these on us. It just follows us where we are, so we just keep moving over. I see. Alright. It's basically not... It's kind of a little similar to, Oh, a lot of hits this one takes. Okay, we got... That wasn't, like, too terrible. Did it just give us a banana coin for beating it? Or was that an actual bonus coin? It didn't look like it. It looked like a banana coin for beating a boss. That's weird. That's strange. Oddhead Bop, baby. Alright. Yeah, the Super Game Boy thing is disappointing. I can't seem to get that to work. I could have sworn it was a thing, but I must be wrong because it's not working. It was pretty simple to get it working on the first game. So the fact that it just doesn't seem to function at all is a little disappointing, to be quite honest. Unless there's something I've misunderstood about what I did here, but I don't think so. Because I don't want to waste too much time on this, but it is bothering me because I would like to see the Super Game Boy version, but I can't seem to access it, so I'm a little confused about the whole thing, really. None of these settings really seem to get it to work. Unless I have to reboot the entire game. I guess that's possible. I could try it. Because I can't just put down a save state. Also, why isn't autosave on? That's fucking weird. Why does it keep turning itself off? I want that on, goddammit. Otherwise my games won't save. Okay, maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe that's why the settings won't fucking work, because the autosave's off. That actually might be the reason, maybe. It actually might explain the mystery. Alright, so let's try turning that off, because I don't know if we even need that on. We probably don't. And let's, save state that, and let's reset. Aha. I think I solved it. Yep. That's fucking annoying. So it was because the autosave was off for no fucking reason. I've had this happen before where it turns itself off. I don't know why it does this. Okay, so if we go back to load state, restore. Okay. I think it bugged a little. I don't think this is the correct palette. We might have to kill ourselves to get the right one. That's fine. I actually died anyway. Oh, it's a little buggy. I see. Okay. Oh, that's neat. So there's a custom border for this as well. That's kind of cute. But yeah, it's obviously not what it's supposed to look like. It's confusing it with the other palette because it's not loaded in properly. The save state might be a little buggy for this. That's a little annoying. Hopefully we can get to a save, maybe. Or just it'll fix itself when it loads in again. It doesn't seem to want to fix itself, though, is the thing. It looks kind of trippy. Not really my preference, because it's obviously very glitchy, the way it looks. It's kind of cool, though. It reminds me of a, inverted... Kind of an inverted thing that you do in Photoshop. Kind of the same energy. Oops. I'm, like, being really reckless here. Yeah, it won't, like, load in the right palette. That's super weird. Maybe, if I... try... Maybe I try this. No, that doesn't fix it. Weird. I guess save states are just funny that way. I would have to reset the game and lose progress, which... Oh my god. I'm not playing well, and it's partially because of this palette. I guess we'll have to turn it off. Until, We're gonna have to turn it off until I can, until I can properly load it in. It seems to not want me to use save states for this, so... That's weird. Why are some of these like... That's why I'm dying. I'm losing lives, like, bleeding them like crazy. Because some of these make you do that, and other ones don't. It's very inconsistent. Okay. I don't even think there's a visual indicator. Like, this palette itself is okay, too, by the way. This is not bad, actually, but I definitely would prefer the Super Game Boy one, and I'm kind of a little upset that I've been deprived of that, because I couldn't figure out why the fuck it wouldn't work. And it's because autosave was off. Hopefully the Kong College won't be far, because I want to see what this stuff looks like. Yeah, so far this is surprisingly easy. I mean, I guess it'd be harder if I was going for the secrets, but... surprisingly, this isn't that difficult. I've only really been dying because I've been distracted by all the whole Super Game Boy thing not working, right? Yeah, it really just lacks music variety entirely, huh? At least this looks different. I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate that they kind of did their own take on this. Different background assets. Kind of distinguished itself a little bit from the, Super Nintendo. Ooh. Oh, that's a little mean. Where am I going? Over this way? Okay. Yeah, this is a pretty simple game. I'm actually a little surprised how simple this one really has been so far. I mean, I guess that's fine. It beats the skull-crushing difficulty of the first one, which had its own appeal for sure, but I would not want to play Donkey Kong Land 1 again. That was kind of like a one-time experience for me. Oh, hey, our first bonus. Just go up barrels. Pretty simple. Again, not unlike the other version. Like SNES. We had a bonus sort of similar to this one. It's like our first bonus coin. Really weird that bonus coins... oh. Really weird that bonus coins don't, you don't get any for killing a boss. Kind of weirds me out. Oh. That wasn't good. Oh, no. Almost got hit there. I still can't really imagine playing this on a real Game Boy, though. It's wild. I can't imagine that would be a super comfortable experience. Yeah, still no save. Hopefully it comes up soon, because I'm kind of feeling a little annoyed that I can't see the intended Super Game Boy look. This could be a lot cooler, or possibly have better visual clarity. A lot of random bananas that don't seem to lead to anywhere. It kind of feels like they're baiting a secret, but then there's nothing there. And do be like that. What? That hit me? How? Typical. Okay, what got me there? Oh, was it like the lava mechanic? Is that the thing that's going on? It's like the other one? Yeah, with the seal? Oh, that's stupid. I couldn't see it, is the thing. Oh, fuck off. Oh boy, this could be bad. I might not have the visual clarity or the correct palette to actually be able to detect what is happening here with the water. I guess I have to go real fast. Or look around for a seal, if there is one. Nope, nothing there. Jesus. Okay, there's a slight indicator, but it's not very clear on this palette. Oh, stupid email notifications again. I knew I forgot something. Gotta hurry. I don't want to get fucking burned. Go. I feel like this level is shredding my thumb again. I don't like that. Like, my thumb's mostly gonna be fine. It's just I'm noticing that is a problem. Let me look at it. Yeah, definitely. Gotta be careful here. Well, it's a good thing that I'm not gonna be streaming for much longer. Because I think I need a break. I need to stop soon. Not only because my internet's on a countdown here of termination from streaming, but also because my thumb needs a rest, I think. Oh, we found something. A coin. That's not helpful because we have a timer. That was a very close call. I don't know how comfortable I feel about this. Could be a lot of trolls here. Oh, why did it throw me back? Almost got hit by that Kremlin. Alright. Not too bad. Can I please get a save point? You for fucking real? Are we just gonna go through the whole goddamn world before I get a save and look at the Super Game Boy stuff? Fuck you. Fuck you. Doing a save point at the very last level of the world, probably, just before the boss, which isn't, like, the worst thing, but kind of annoying. It'll make me wait that long. Especially now that we're in an auto-scroll level. I just want to look at the Super Game Boy stuff, man, and you're depriving me of that. These games aren't that long. Kind of lame. Kind of lame. Oh, fuck you. Oh, Morambi. Sure, why not? Rambi might make this easier or a lot worse. Rambi often makes things worse. At least in the Super Nintendo games. So far, he seems okay here. Oh, I see, I see. Is that death then? Was I meant to do that? Or can I... Okay, I can get away with it. So that's like a secret then. I understand. Oh, that's a close call. Checkpoint. Oh, I'm glad to see that. The way that the lava works here is weird. It's not like the same as Super Nintendo. It's strange. Where, like, you can... the perspective's weird, is what I'm saying. It's not really the same. So, like, what counts as being in the lava in this is a bit of a strange requirement. Because, like, we're pretty low right now, right? You'd think that'd be death. Oh, it is. Never mind. Okay, that was poorly communicated to the player. Sure. I guess. You know what might be a way to fix this, actually? Let me think. I wonder if I had the Super Game Boy off, and then I turned it on. I might fix it, actually. Just thought of that before. Save it here, and then, like, I go reset. I go reset. Would that work? I don't know if it would. Yeah, just go past the screen. And then... if I turned it on ahead of time, and then loaded back in, it might load it into the level. Oh, we have the custom palette on, but I think that custom palette gets overridden when the Game Boy kicks in. Still, though, why won't it kick in? It's super weird. Is it only at the fucking boot up? That's weird. I don't recall Donkey Kong Land 1 being like that. Kind of annoying. Whatever. I guess we are deprived of it for fucking half of the game. God damn it. Not even a Funky Flights. Like, why isn't there a Funky Flights? Did I miss it? Maybe it is there. I didn't see it. Like, they are really mean about this. We're like fucking like 4 whole levels before you get to do anything. Technically 5, because you have to fight the boss too of World 1. That's a little fucked up. Especially for a Game Boy game. I'm glad that the Game Boy Advance games, and just most Game Boy Advance games in general, were a hell of a lot more civilized about that sort of thing. And, you know, basically just let you save any time, like a normal person. Yeah, I was off on the jump. Brilliant. This is fucked up. At this rate, I may have to redo everything unless I start cheating again. It's tempting. Because we don't have a lot of lives left, and we have no real means to get more. That's easy. In general, this level is kind of a shit level. Because of just how it doesn't really tell you what you're supposed to be doing here. It kind of makes it look like that you have to, do something else. Oh! Fuck. Ugh. Dude. Dude. That's pain. Okay. Where? Okay, I'm confused. There, okay. The Game Boy zoomed in stuff is striking again. Visibility poor. Alright, please make the jump. Thank you. Can I just scroll the rest of the way, or is that risky? It was risky, but it paid off. Okay. That also was risky as fuck, but I gambled and I won. Are you sure that's how you want to do your level? Oh, there's the Funky Flights. I see it. Oh, that's a college. What the fuck? I didn't even see this. It was so blended in, I couldn't fucking see it. Okay, it's not as stupid then as I thought. Alright, so now that we saved, we can reset. And hopefully things work properly and apply. Like, they do at the start, at least. Yeah, so far so good. Oh, that's interesting. They let you just start wherever you want, really. That's slightly more generous. Okay, now it looks a little more normal. Okay. Now it's fucking working. Okay, cool. That's so... Oh, damn it. It's so weird, but I'm glad I got the intended look for Super Game Boy. Might help with the visual clarity, might make it worse. We don't know. Yeah, they don't have any variety in the music. That's kind of a disappointing part of this. It's basically the same track in a loop for each world. It's kind of stupid. But I guess that's what we've accepted. The barrels seem to work better as well in this one. A lot of things are definitely gameplay-wise a pretty large improvement over Land 1. It's not nearly as jank and shit to control. Nice. Oh, gosh. Okay, now we got Squawks. Took a little bit. How do you control Squawks? Sort of similar, but it's basically the way that Squawks controls is like we have Squawks at home. Squawks drops way faster without your help. If you're just not pressing any buttons, he like drops like a rock like this. So that's a big difference between his stuff. You really have to be on point here. It's definitely okay controls, just tough. Because you can't... You have to really adapt to that. It's definitely not easy. Ooh, okay. Hitbox on him is good, though. Like, it doesn't seem like Squawk's hitbox is too large. It seems to be pretty accurate, actually, to his size. So that's actually really nice. Gonna ignore that bonus. We don't care. Okay, that works too. Good, because that technique still works in this version. It's nice to see. Alright. Cool. Not bad. We got our Funky Flights and Barrel Bayou. Alright. The swamp one. How do we control this? Destroy them all. Wow, the sprites are really having a hard time in this background. Wow, really? That was a bonus? Jeez. Okay, felt like that was free. I would say I'm a bit disappointed in the Super Game Boy so far for this game. Not that I was expecting miracles, but, like, it's kind of weak. It's, like, mostly just one color. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more variety, a little more nuance to the colors. It's mostly just feels like a green overlay a lot of the time, for this level, for instance. It's kind of been a consistent thing. It's like, oh, here's one all solid color. The other game felt like it had a little more effort put into it with that. Like, the HUD's the only thing that really feels like it has any real color. Bet there's some secret bonuses over there that we skipped. Pretty similar to the other game, I bet. Oh gosh, the way that the jump roll works in this can be a little fucking weird. We are not going to care about that cannonball. Fuck that, that thing's going to get us killed. Okay. Oh no. I thought the crocodile was going to vanish. Fuck. We were at the end too. God damn it. I mistimed that. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up pretty soon, I think. I'm surprised the internet has been civilized, but I don't think it will be for much longer, and I'm starting to feel my stamina waning from all the hardcore gaming. I haven't really been using the controller at all for a while, so my stamina for playing controller games is also not good at the moment. I'm like starting to get a bit sore from all this intense platforming. So it probably won't be much longer. I'll wait, play until I get to a save, I think. I can't move. Oh, I can. That's really jank. The barrel didn't want to move. It was scaring me. Okay. What? Oh, it's one of these weird ones. Okay. The barrels are super strange in this level. Some of them move, some of them don't, and you have no idea which ones they are. Unlike the Super Nintendo where they had indicators that told you. Well, I guess we could save right now if I wanted, but I'll keep going for a little while longer, at least till we're closer to the end of the world. This is just pitch black, huh? Okay, it's like that. So we don't have a fish that follows us around because sprite limitations. Pretty consistent with these games. The Game Boy's not exactly a powerhouse. It's a console that came out in the 80s. Generally, I would say the Game Boy historically is quite the miracle portable system, considering what it did during the time it came out. And it had an insane lifespan. Or even to many extents, the Game Boy Color wasn't really much different from a normal Game Boy. It just had color. Otherwise, it was basically the same thing. That was my understanding of it. Oh. It's that. Okay, so it's literally you can't see. I see. So that's like a lot worse. So you actually really want to hit those barrels. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble. The frame rate in this level is not good, huh? Oh, we got another on guard. Okay. Oh, we got that too. I think we just went in a circle. I think it's said to go this way. I didn't know that could happen. This level's kind of teensy bit mazy. I hope I'm going the right way. I hope so. I don't really have a lot of strong indicators if I am. Okay, there we go, I am. Thank fuck. Oh, no. Gotta keep moving. This is definitely not something you want to take your time on. Okay. Oof. Should be towards the end here. I hope. We lost on guard, though. Oh, so that they control us with these. What the hell? Give us light. What are you doing? Like that? Oh, they don't last anywhere. They're doing that. Okay, so they're like lasting like 5 seconds. Whatever. Is this a boss? Might be, actually. Save. Man, we don't have a lot of those coins, wow. Probably because we reset, right? So we lost all our stuff. That makes sense. We could always cheat that if we wanted to. I think this is a boss. Nope, it's just another level. Okay. Okay. Well, I think for me, I'm done. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. I could technically try to go for longer, but I don't think my internet will agree. That's a pretty consistent thing I've been experiencing. It should get better around the, towards the end of the holidays, or just when the holidays are over. I don't know. But, it should be a little more stable for these evening streams. Regardless, I think I made great progress. I'm probably like halfway-ish through this game, and I finished DKC 3. So I think we're making some good progress today. So, yeah, I think that'll be it for now. Thank you for watching. And, don't think there's any real reason to raid today, so I don't even know what I'm going to be doing after this. Probably eat, or something like that. Probably get food, probably get that turkey dinner. But, thanks anyway. Thanks for watching. And, see you in the next stream. I'm not sure when that will be. It could be tomorrow, it might not be. I have no idea. But I'll see you when I see you. I was frustrated with the way that you have to implement the Super Game Boy and stuff with the core and all that. And autosave's off again. Why? Do I have to, like, do a cold reboot to make it, like, save that? Super weird. It's really strange that autosave won't, like, stay on for this core. Very dumb. I don't know. I'll have to look at that later. Alright. We last left off in Creme Cauldron. So far, as I criticized last time I played this, I noticed that the Super Game Boy implementation on this second one is not nearly as interesting as the first one. Hey, Alt, welcome in. You're just in time. I haven't done anything. Did we do this already? Yeah, we did this already. Well, this is the level. Okay, for some reason I thought this was like the Clubba's kiosk thing. Alright. Yeah, I'm doing stuff. I'm doing stuff. Don't worry. I think this game's pretty okay so far. It's kind of neat. It controls a million times better than the first game did. And if for the most part it runs better... It's a nice game for what it is. I have no idea how long it's supposed to be, but it's probably my educated guess it's going to be around the same length as the first one. It's probably got like 4 or 5 worlds or something like that. I haven't really noticed much mixing and matching though when it comes to level types until now. It's been oh my gosh, can I just like play the game properly without being an idiot? For the sake of time, I'm just gonna put on the infinite lives cheat. That's right, we're gonna cheat. Yeah, this one should work just fine. All right. Yeah, it was this is my warm-up. This is my warm-up. I will try to play better. I promise I can sometimes play video games okay. Only sometimes, though. I was super duper indecisive on what to stream today, so I decided to stick with old reliable and, you know, work on projects and games that I already started instead of playing something new. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's good when games play themselves. I agree with that. Blue Archive's been an amusing game so far, particularly for being that type of game that kind of plays itself. The thing about Blue Archive... Really? That didn't count as landing on it? The camera kind of screwed me over there. Blue Archive, though, is kind of one of those games where I still need to put in extra time into it. To like make more tangible progress in the game and access more of its content. Just like I just haven't really made the time to like sit down and go through the visual novel segments. I'm having a really hard time at the moment. Maybe it'll help if I switch to Diddy. I'm like, there's a weird idiosyncrasy that this game has, and it's taking a second for me to get used to it. This is very much a janky warm-up period. Yeah, like, some things don't really work reliably with some stuff. So, like, the game definitely controls better than the first one, but it definitely doesn't control as good as the Super Nintendo counterparts. There's some weirdness with this. It's, like, really easy to, like, you'll do, like, a roll, and then it won't let you jump afterwards. I've had this happen to me a few times. That's like what some of my deaths were. Some of them were just purely just me being, you know, dumb. But there's definitely been a few that were just because I rolled and then, like, the game didn't let me jump. So it feels like it's a tiny bit inconsistent when it comes to the controls. Which it can be a little annoying in a platformer. Okay, that didn't count. Alright, checkpoint. There we go. That'll make me feel better. Yeah, Blue Archive is, like, probably... It's kind of neat. Like, I don't dislike it. I just think that it's kind of one of these games where it's the inherent problem I have with a lot of live service, daily, weekly grind-type games, where I just have to make time to progress through the more demanding content. Which, in this case, with Blue Archive, is going through the storyline stuff. Really? Fuck you, game. Going through the storyline stuff, so essentially visual novel stuff, and I just haven't sat down to do that yet. And usually that's because I'm on my phone. That's a phone game. One of those mobile games. It's the same problem that I often have with Another Eden. I really like Another Eden. It's a pretty solid game. But I have a very hard time committing a bunch of hours to playing a game on my phone. It just doesn't... It's not like a super comfortable way to play video games for me. Not long sessions, at least. So I tend to not really, engage too much with them as a result. It's too bad that with Another Eden, the Steam release is such garbage. It's like, may as well be unplayable. And they were working on a Switch version, and then nothing ever happened. So that's kind of a shame. Alright, so we got this. Nice. The other thing about this version of the game that I find to be a bit lacking, especially in comparison to the first one, is the music selection is pretty nonsensical and doesn't really fit with most of the levels. And there are not a wide variety of tracks. Like, they pretty much, for the most part, only have like 1 or 2 tracks per world, not, you know, excluding the boss track. So it's pretty weak in that regard. Yeah, Switch game, nice. What did I even hit up there? Must have been a zinger off screen. And I think I made the right call going with infinite lives. I didn't have to until this point, but you know how it is with these games. They reset all your banana coins and your lives when you reload the game from a save. So they tend to punish you for not doing it in all one go. I suppose I could have circumvented that through a save state, since the Mr. Game Boy cores do let you use save states. Not many Mr. cores do, but this is one of them. Alright, so what's going on over here? Ah, yep, that was a troll. There's a bonus up there, too. Okay. I died. So what are you playing? What are you playing on the Switch, Alt? What's your game of choice? I haven't touched my Switch in quite a while. Guardian Tales. I don't think I know what Guardian Tales is. Eventually, though, I will be using my Switch a decent bit, because I will be, at the end of this project of playing all the DKC games, Tropical Freeze is last in the list. So eventually I'll get some good playtime out of that. Zelda-esque gacha game. Oh, another gacha? Oh god. I don't think I can handle another gacha ult. I think I've ran out of money and endurance for that kind of thing. I'm barely managing to keep up on Blue Archive. In a lot of cases, my energy in Blue Archive just maxes out anyway, and I had to leave it like that for like a half a day. Man. With Blue Archive, from what people say, for newer players in the last, like, couple months, they all pretty much say that you just want to wait for a character called Summer Hoshino, and while her banner is theoretically going to be running, they're going to have a big rate up on the 3 stars, so they pretty much just say save all your currency for that, which is expected to be in February. Is there so I guess there's no animal abilities, right? That's the one thing about the Donkey Kong Land things that's been consistent, is they don't have the animal buddies, like powers. So Radley can't do like a super jump or anything. Yeah, I mean, I'll take a look at it, but I don't know if I'll play it. I think I'm dead. Yeah, you need to jump on that. That's like, they give you only 1 chance for that. Ouch. So if you don't do it properly, you're dead. That's nice. This level's kind of fucked up. Ugh. Yeah, this is a pretty tough level, especially since there's a lot of trolls off screen, and you'll get, like, only 1 shot to make some of these gaps, and you have to wait for the dumb zinger to come back. Typical Game Boy NES nonsense. So I played... Really? Fuck off with that. That's bullshit. So I played, I already played through Donkey Kong Country 3 on the Super Nintendo. I did that out of order because I was playing in release order, but I made an exception because it's technically speaking kind of a Christmas game because it has the Christmas mode for the cheat, and it also has the it's always been released around Christmas, so I made an exception for the holiday season. So after I finish Donkey Kong Land 2 here, I'll be moving directly on to Donkey Kong Land 3. I gotta wait for that thing. I can't just go at that and they make me wait. There's no way to get that quickly. Yeah, this level's fucking rough. That same guy got me again. I gotta wait. There. Okay. Oh, good. Thank fuck that's over. I don't care about that secret. I'm out of there. Okay, so this is the one with the it's pretty much the same type of level as the one in the original. But yeah, see, they just keep looping the same music. They really like this particular track, this like Lockjaw's Locker track. Like, I think I've heard this one the most out of anything in this game. They reuse this like crazy. And it often doesn't fit the levels. It's kind of jarring and a bit weird, but whatever. Ugh. In some ways, I'm a little, let's say, disappointed in this version. It's not bad. It's just not as interesting so far as the, it's not as interesting as the first Donkey Kong Land. The first Donkey Kong Land was way more fucked up, in fairness, which didn't help it, but at least it was interesting. Also, they just straight up kill you with that. It's like lava, except it's water. Apparently, water is instant death on this level. That's actually fucked up. So that you can't, like, recover. You can't touch it at all. That's actually really, really brutal. They definitely made this unnecessarily hard. Typical Game Boy practices to extend the length time of the video game and make you frustrated in your parents' car. In general, my consensus so far on the Donkey Kong Land games is they are, much like a lot of Game Boy games at the time, they are the meme of, you know, Mom, I want Donkey Kong Country. And then, you know, we have Donkey Kong Country at home. And then, you know, this is Donkey Kong Country at home. Except it's portable. That's basically the meme. That's kind of what this is. These are kind of the games, unless the third one's really amazing or something, this is the kind of game, and just games in general, that I like playing once and then never again. I have zero desire to play this in the future, like no replays or anything. But it's a neat novelty. It's kind of like playing an NES version of games that are some of my favorites. So in that sense, it's kind of neat. Oh, I killed that guy somehow. Interesting. Jesus. Frame rate is tanking here. Oh my god, I'm gonna get hit by the water. That's close. Okay, I got the invincibility. Where am I going? Where am I going? This way? Okay. I ran out. No extra sound indicator for that invincibility, so you don't really know when it runs out unless you're looking. This is a really long level. Like, the checkpoint barrel is really early into this level. Thank fuck that I did it. That actually, I played pretty well there. That was quite good if I do say so myself. Alright, so it's boss time. You can barely see Cleaver with this Super Game Boy palette. The Super Game Boy palette, like I say, is not very interesting. Quite mediocre. Arguably, the game might look and like be more visually clear with a different palette. This is hard to get an angle on. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's what we're supposed to do, I guess? Yeah, they What? Where was I supposed to go? Huh? This boss might take a bit. This is weird. This is so fucking different. Okay, that you can throw pretty far. Alright, so you just gotta... No, you don't... What? How do you get away from this asshole? He tracks you the entire way. I guess you gotta, like, get him to come closer to the other side and bait him, and then you, like, what, jump over him? What a weird fucking boss. Ugh. Like, you do this really quick, I guess. If you don't get over this, you're fucking dead, I guess. That's how this works. I don't know how I fell last time. That was really confusing. Alright, you can just straight up miss. Okay. You can just, like, throw too high. Oh, stop it. Dixie, you're so bad at throwing. You're so bad at throwing, Dixie. Oh, fucking Dixie, you're just making this so hard. Hey, Gamma Chris, welcome. Yeah, we're monkeying around, attempting to. Jeez. This boss is impossible. We're already probably dead. Oh, gosh. It is so hard to do a roll jump in this without, like, just failing it early. The roll jump timing in this is so strange. I can't really get used to it. It doesn't really seem to work right. I don't know. It's bizarre. It's really bizarre. It almost feels like this boss is also impossible to complete without both Kongs. You kind of need Diddy to do the throws if you want any reliable hitting. And then you need to switch to Dixie immediately so that you go over like this and can actually get away from Cleaver. Okay, he's doing that now. What is this? Oh, I see. Well, that's a random mechanic to just introduce and throw off the player. Okay, I understand it now, but I think I'm dead. Yeah. Not sure how you're supposed to get over that attack. He's ridiculously fast. This boss is just kind of really difficult for World 2 boss, but whatever. Ugh. Ugh. Stop. Oh my gosh. Kill his ass. Or not. Jeez. This boss is quite insane, man. I'm getting major gamer sweat on this controller because of how intense this is. I do have infinite lives for the record. Oh, shit, I fucked this up. Because this game is getting batshit insane, and I would never be able to complete this without it. It would take me a very long time, I think. I didn't have to use infinite lives until I got near the end of this world. Alright, so with Diddy you can kind of still get past, but it's very, very hard. Alright. I almost didn't make that. Alright, right, we're in this phase now. Fucking missed again. Ugh. Okay, so we can make that. Did I hit him? It's impossible to tell. But he's gonna get me killed. I think I failed. See what he does, though? Like, he tracks you. So if you get hit once in that, like, part of the phase, you're dead. Like, there's no way to get away from him. That's what makes this boss so fucking evil. Is there's really no grace period for this. It's kind of a bit nutty for the second boss in the game to be this difficult. Like, they really overtuned the fuck out of Cleaver. Like, I think the boss... Really? He missed again? I think the boss was already sufficiently difficult in the original. We didn't really need this, but, you know. What are you gonna do? Game Boy stuff, right? Game Boy stuff is like this. I knew what I was in for. But this isn't nearly as bad as the King K. Rool boss in the first Land game, though. But I don't... Man, you would have to, like, really grind this out. If, you were playing this legit. No roll 3s for that phase, so we did it. That was really hard. Man, I don't... Gosh, that was nuts. Alright, I'm glad that's over with. So now we're in Kremland. And we got the bees. The zingers. The honeycomb world. At least we got the music for it. That's important. And I'm kind of interested in how this is going to sound on the sound chip. So far, not bad. Obviously, the original music's better, but, you know, that's true of all of these. I don't think there's been any original music yet, either. It's all been, like, just, like, 8-bit chip tunes. And invincibility really doesn't last very long in this version. It's really short time frame. Hope people are having a good day today. Good evening, or whatever time it is where you are. I've been having a rough one for the holiday season, which is basically over now. Alright, so Squitter cannot jump on enemies in this version either. I had to verify, I had to make sure. I had a pretty rough one just mentally. It was kind of just a bad one. And I had a little bit of, like, physical illness, but nothing too major. Like, I didn't get COVID or anything like a lot of people did. So, you know, at least I didn't have anything like that. Just general mental anguish from, you know, existence and stuff. It's kind of how it is sometimes. Like some of my friends say, that's how it is on this bitch of an earth. But otherwise, it was fine. It was just really boring. Like, my holidays were just boring. Nothing really happened. Didn't do a whole lot. But, you know, that's better than, like, a bad holiday in the sense that, like, something bad happens. Because I've had, like, probably, like, 4 Christmases that were, like, somebody was in the hospital. Like, a family member was in the hospital. So, like, you know, there's definitely been enough of those that I don't wish to have a repeat of that. So, you know, there's always worse when it comes to that kind of stuff. All right, there we go. Ah, yes, cleaning. Yeah, I did a little bit of that. I need to do a lot more. I'm well overdue for, like, a proper deep cleaning. Totally get that. I'm sure lots of people are doing that. Where am I going? Where do I go? This is like... I can't go up, right? So, do I just do a leap of faith? Oh, I think I see some down there. It is a leap of faith, okay. And some animal buddy I missed from a bonus, probably. Dixie seems to make this level a lot easier. I don't want to... Alright, that's safe. Okay. Also, random TNT barrels. I wonder if these are, like, for secrets or something. Yeah, I do agree. This game doesn't look particularly nice. I also am kind of considering turning off the Super Game Boy palette. The Super Game Boy palette's been pretty bad. It was way better in the first game. It's pretty poorly implemented in this one. It basically just seems like it's, It just seems like they're just going for almost one whole color, nearly, outside of the UI. It just looks kind of bad. I think probably it would be a lot easier on the eyes if I did turn it off. But yeah, there's this cute thing too. You can do the border, which is kind of fun. But there's like another thing I can enable. It's like a where is it? I think it's under miscellaneous. Where is it actually? I knew I found it before. There was like a certain setting. Video? I don't think it's in video processing, is it? No. No, it's not in video processing. Where on earth did it go? Like, we had the Super Game Boy one, but there's like a different audio video? Ah, here it is. Yeah, so you can do like this, custom palette auto. Which can have its own issues too. Let's see. There's also like various palettes you can load. Quite a few of them. This isn't the correct palette. This isn't what I had before. This isn't what I had. Where's the good palette? What happened to that one? There was definitely a better one than this. This one's like inverted almost, like, but it's without the yeah, it's like it's inverted for some reason, and then when I turn the inverted on, now it looks normal. What? Why did it do that? Anyway, this might be easier on the eyes. Let me know if it's easier on the eyes or not. Do you think this is better? I think it might have more visual clarity. Oops, that's a bad one. This level might be tough and take a while because it's new, and I don't have it memorized. This is a memorization level for the most part. We'll see, we'll see. I like the chiptune remix of this music. This ain't bad. Pretty decent. Ah. Too late on that jump. Too late. Wow. Is that a troll? Huh? What happened there? Like, that was, like, how you're supposed to make that jump, but it, like, punished me for it? Hmm? I don't know, it's no problem at all. I wasn't a big fan of it either. Yeah, something's wrong with that. What is up with that jump? That must be a trick. I don't think that's how... Maybe you don't need to get that? Wait, what? That is a super confusing jump. Is it, like, a different path, and I'm taking the wrong path, and therefore it's punishing me for that? Because I don't think there's a different way to do this. Oh, I think I know what it is. Maybe it's either a really late jump, like you say, or maybe I don't jump at all. Maybe I just, like, just let myself fall. see. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. But yeah, no, it's not complaining at all. You have nothing to worry about. Alright. Gotta find that token. And we didn't find it. We failed. That's okay. I have no interest in 100%ing this game whatsoever. We're fine. Oh, that's the end of the level. Not too long. Pleasantly short. Bramble Blast. Ooh, okay. Interesting rendition. I haven't heard this version. At least they had a little more music variety now. Before it was dreadful. First two worlds had, like, no variety. Yeah, this is kind of neat. Not a lot of, like, this one's very voidy. This level design. Like, it's kind of... You're pretty much almost entirely dependent on the bananas guiding your way here. It's not like the original, where you actually have an inclination of, like, you know, mazy stuff. This is kind of like more like just follow the bananas. I guess it's the issue of the limited sprite limitations and then having to zoom in the camera. It's likely where a lot of this comes from and why it's got a lot of voids here. You can't really see a whole lot. Oh, that was a vicious death. Ow. Well, I'm a little confused. I don't know how to get over there, so this might take a minute. I might not get through this level very quickly, because this is kind of a bit of a slow level to begin with, and I have no idea how I'm supposed to get down there. So that's a head scratcher. Because I found it felt like I exhausted all my options, and I just, like, took a bunch of damage. Maybe this was the problem, is, like, this angle. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, that's how. That you could barely see that. Shit. That's a tricky one, because this one doesn't do omnidirectional. Or cardinal directions, rather. Okay. No, that one didn't. Yeah. So this one's tricky, because it throws you off, because some of them are a full 360, and others are not. Some are just cardinal directions, so this is one of these memorization ones, or just take your time levels. In a way, you could view this as a really slow auto-scroller. It's like an auto-scroller with extra steps. And perhaps some maze elements. Okay. No checkpoint, huh? How long is this damn level? Got like 2 paths here. This seems to be the correct one. Okay, this is mysterious. Seem to be making progress. But I am very concerned at the length of this level, because if I die, this will take a long time. There's not really any fast way to get through this one. I think I gotta be really patient and really careful with everything that I do here. Otherwise, I could be in for a very long, hard time. There's checkpoint barrel. I feel a little safer now. Little safer. This is a bit of a rough one. Okay. So far, so good. You know, when I think about it... Oh, that's one you have to actually, like, move. Okay. That's another one that throws you off. When I think about it, this must have been a really... It must have been really tough playing some of these games on an actual, real, like, OG Game Boy. Because I barely touched the Game Boy. I tried it, like, once in my life, I think. Like, an actual old-school Game Boy. And it was just, like, at, like, a house. I don't even know if I would say a friend's house. Maybe a friend's house? Or, like, a family friend's house, I guess, would be more correct. Oh, thank God that's over. That's a very long level. At least for this game, it is. Another race level, okay. That's kind of following the format of the original Super Nintendo game. So we got kind of a race now. Is it? Okay, it is a race. Alright. So it's basically the same type of level. I don't really care too much about winning unless it's gonna make me win. It's also way shorter. You only have to go through 6 placements. I think the original one was like... Ah, yeah, I figured something like that's gonna happen. I think the original... It was... like 10? Or maybe like 7? I don't know. It's definitely more. Ugh, yeah, this is gonna be one of those levels that I'm gonna have to die a lot in to actually complete. I can tell. I didn't do too hot at this level when I streamed it either. I remember dying a lot. I spent like way too long in this level. It was like 20 minutes or something. And I normally get this level first try. And I think the reason for that was because, honestly, if you want my real answer, I think the real reason is because for some games, not all, but some games, I have played them on emulator for so long that I'm more used to the input lag that you get from that. And that's probably why, because this type of level is really... This type of level is really specific. It's really specific tight timings on some of these jumps. Fuck. I was so close, too. Really specific timings on these jumps. And I think that's kind of why I was dying a lot. Because there's really not a lot of wiggle room, so... Because the Mister basically doesn't have input lag. Gosh, same death as last time. But for this game, I have no real reference point, so it doesn't really mess with any muscle memory of any kind. Really? And what am I doing wrong there? I thought I would jump on him, but I keep overshooting him. I guess I gotta really pay attention to what I'm doing here. Kind of make sure I can make this jump properly. Yeah, I guess I was too eager. I gotta wait. There's not really an easy way to get past this guy. Jeez. Can I just get over you? Thanks. I'm gonna really pay attention to this level. I'll read chat and respond to chat more properly in a moment. I think I'm dead. Oh, that was close. This is definitely one of these levels you can't look away. You have to look at it at all times. Jesus. This is a bad spot. No, I can't get past. I can't get past this asshole. Really? That was the end of the level, and they have that there. That's insanely mean. That is fucking mean. Wow. Yeah, these are cool stages. I agree. They're neat on the Game Boy as well. This is pretty fun for what it is. Okay, I'm making the same mistake as last time. I gotta not make the same deaths over and over again. I really hate it when I do that in a platformer. Just dying in the exact same way every time. This level's long enough as it is. Okay, that's how you're supposed to do that. Has really specific timing, though. Again, not unlike the original. Okay, so I see what's going on here. Okay. These guys kind of like pop down. They don't like stay on the track. They don't have like a persistence like they do. Oh, that's fucked up. Why did they do that to me? That's so fucking dumb. Why'd that happen to me? The guy like slowed me down and then I died. Like, was I going too fast? Okay, that... Stop doing that. Stop doing that. How many times must I learn my lesson? Don't fucking jump right away. Wait. There. In fact, in general, don't jump much at all. Yeah, I fucked that one up. Yeah, screwing this up big time. This is like a level that really punishes you for jumping. So, kind of want to keep it minimal. Only when you really have to jump. Yeah. See, that's a bad spot to jump. That's a troll. They punish you for that. You think that you can get ahead of him or maybe jump on him through that big drop, but at the end of that big drop is a gap that kills you. They really... Stop doing that. Fucking hell. It feels like I have to make a conscious... I have to make like a conscious effort to not fuck up that jump at the start. Man. Like for some reason autopilot makes me want to like just jump. Maybe it's because it's very similar to the Super Nintendo rail. Shit. The Super Nintendo rail. And maybe that's why. It might be identical or very close, at least for some of this at the start. And maybe that's why I'm doing that. Just like muscle memory playing tricks on me. Could very well be. But in general, my observation is that they punish the crap out of you for jumping unnecessarily in this. So I gotta really, really be careful with this one. So don't jump there. Damn it. This jerk. He's doing it to me again. Oh, whatever. Fuck you, I don't care. I'm out of this level. I don't care about winning, I just want to get through it. Right, so we got just another Bramble level, okay. But hey, we get more neat music here. Sticker Brush Symphony 8-bit version. It's pleasant. Ugh, really? Man. Okay, so I can tell already this is a mean level. Lots of off-screen gotcha moments. How are you supposed to get past this without taking damage? Maybe you don't. That's super weird. I guess we don't go that way. There's probably some secret. Maybe it's like force damage. Maybe you don't really have a choice. If you want to get that secret, you just gotta take damage. Or there's like a platform off screen. Wait, there doesn't seem... This seems to be the forced way. What? Yeah, okay, that's what it is. That's mean. Why did they do that? So many like off-screen things. Even to progress through some levels, you have to do like leaps of faith or jumps. It's so fucking mean. I don't like it when platformers do that, by the way. It's just very unfair. It's mostly something that you experience on like portable ones, like Game Boy, and Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance, all these dumb platformers. A lot of them love their off-screen stuff to just screw you over. Taking advantage. Damn it, that one got me again. Taking advantage of the fact that you have a very limited field of view. Alright, hopefully I can get this level memorized a little bit, or at least take my time so I don't fall for the same traps. I didn't hit that zinger this time, so that's good. There. Okay, you have to do a long jump. You have to do a roll jump there, otherwise you can't make it. Noted. Jeez. Yeah, that's a fucking mean spot. Wow. They, like, do a double troll on you in that spot. The zinger, like, goes back twice. Jeez. Okay. This game's getting pretty tough. Alright, Squawks. We've messed with Squawks a little bit earlier. Last stream of this. He controls pretty well, usually. Not too bad. Better than you'd think on the Game Boy. They did a pretty okay job. It's not as good as Super Nintendo, but that's true of everything about this game. And all of the games so far is their Super Nintendo counterparts are better. As I've said, this is essentially the we have Donkey Kong Country at home versions of the video games. Shit. I'll go back for that DK barrel. Ugh. That is not cool. I guess maybe the bananas might lead you to safety, perhaps. That might be how they're intending you to do that. Jesus. Okay. Whoa. Careful. Oh, get on there. No! Oh, that's not even a bonus. That's not even where I'm supposed to go. Fuck off. I thought that was progress. That was a detour. I don't care about that. They don't care about no bonuses in this. Gosh. I guess the other way was not where the sign was. Maybe. I don't know. It's so hard to tell where you're going in these games. Okay. Ah, weird. The zinger was, like, up that time. Maybe it has its own timing off screen, and I was going faster than usual. Maybe that's why. What? I guess I hit the bramble. Okay. So the bananas do lead you to safety at this section. Noted. Except that spot, they don't tell you there. Just a single banana up there, sure, why not? Ugh, they don't give you any hints here. You just gotta take it really slow. You go fast, you die. Hitbox on the coconuts are pretty generous, or enemies, I don't know. Maybe both. I'll give them that. Wait, so we do lose this time. What do? We go up? Shit! We go that way. Okay. Oh, God. Guess gotta wait. Go! Diddy. So, to clarify, there's a weird issue with the ropes in this. A really weird issue. Where, like, this section where they cross between, it's really, really hard and very inconsistent to get to the next one. It, like, even if you're holding left or right, they don't want to, like, detach from the current rope. It's super strange. Where am I going? What is the goal here? There's, like, multiple paths, and none of them seem to bring you where do you want to go? And there's like a leap of faith here. And I died. Maybe I keep going left? Maybe there's like another jump? The level design is not very good in some of this. This level in particular, I would say, is pretty bad level design. There's like inconsistent hints. Sometimes it tells you what to expect up ahead through the bananas. Other times it doesn't tell you. It's very choosy on which ones. And then apparently towards the end of the level, they turn it to a Metroidvania for some reason. I don't know. Like, really bizarre. Ugh. Like, it's definitely an interesting game. I'm generally having fun with it. But can they, like, maybe chill a bit on the trolls here? There's an awful lot of them. Okay. These are all made by Rare, by the way, in case that wasn't clear. Rare did work on all 3 of the Donkey Kong Land games. So it's not like they outsourced this or something. Jeez. Okay. It's concentration mode again. A lot of that in this game. Because this game is just randomly very difficult. Right? What? And I guess that's true, we never did get a checkpoint barrel. So we have a ways to go in the level still. This is a very long level. This is, like, surprisingly long. Way longer than it perhaps should be, but yeah. This is definitely one of those levels. Okay, so what do we do to get over this? Take damage, I guess? That's one way. This might not even be the right way. This is insanely difficult. Some of these jumps are really hard. And it's so long. Like, some of these levels have really girthy lengths, man. So friggin' intense. Okay, that's not even the... I died. Died for a coin I don't care about. Again, I don't know what's the right way. There's no indication. Like, it really goes to show you, man, how much better the level design is on the Super Nintendo ones. Yeah. You definitely have to go that way. There doesn't seem to be any other route. So how on earth do you get past that bug fly thingy? How do you do that without taking damage? Maybe you don't. I don't know, man. It's super weird. Like, what do they expect you to do? Like, it moves in this direction. That's it. Is it like... What? Why is it going all the way back? Oh, I see. That's how. That's how. Okay. So you have to wait. I don't like waiting. Alright, so that's how you get past it. This level is super duper long. I've said that already, but I'm venting my frustration at the level designers. This is unnecessarily long. Okay, so we don't need to go that way because it's extra stuff. Alright. Really goes to show you, though, how important backgrounds are in video games. When you don't have a background, like you do in the majority of this game, it's a bit of a problem visually. This level is not nearly as nice to look at because it has just a void. Shit. Well, where am I going? Down, I guess? We're doing the rope thingies. This is a very scary level. Are you serious? Come on. Nope, that is not the way to go. That way. Do we drop down there? No, we don't. That's a troll. Oh, thank goodness that's over. That was so long. Oh, fucked up level. Fucked up. Glad that's over. So, this is all backtrack. Where am I going? What? I'm missing something here? Maybe Mudhole Marsh is new. Yeah, okay, so it has the Kremlin, that's right. Kremlins are ones you haven't cleared. Visual clarity in this game is pretty garbage. So, like, that's another big problem it has. That's something that Chris brought up. This game definitely suffers a great deal from the monochrome. Oh, looks like I'm already dropping frames, and it's not even 6 yet. That's unfortunate. I guess the holidays are still very much enacted here. So, we'll see. It's, depends, I guess, like, how often it's gonna do it, but I haven't been streaming that long. I've been streaming for, like, an hour. So, I would prefer not to have to stop after an hour. So, we'll see. We'll see if it fixes itself or not. If it doesn't, oh well. It is what it is. The holidays are just a terrible time for me to stream because the internet just always tanks so badly at the most, you know, mostly during evenings. But the thing is I can't really stream during any other time lately because my sleep schedule doesn't really fit it. I'd have to really change my sleep schedule to allow that. Probably don't need this cannonball. Most likely a liability. So let's just get rid of it. I don't care about bonuses. Yeah, it's just a bonus, as usual. That was a bait. That was really close to death, wow. The way that they placed that barrel is quite mean. Oh, first try, baby. I'm dropping a pretty large amount of frames, huh? Is that gonna, like, fix itself, or is it just gonna be like that for the next 4 hours? That's the question, right? We don't know. We don't know if it's gonna stop. But I'd really rather not cut streams so soon. I've never actually had, out of the streams I've done during the holidays so far, I haven't had a single one drop frames this early. It's like worse than the other days when there were more people home. It's kind of crazy. $100 a month internet, by the way. Definitely getting my money's worth. Like, I think the download speeds are fine, but, like, the uploads... For some reason, upload speeds are always, like, the first thing that goes to shit with internet. Apparently, it's just ridiculously hard to get, like, good upload speeds, and I don't know why. I know that some of it is on purpose, depending. I know that ISPs don't always offer... ISPs don't always offer good upload speeds on purpose because it's like an anti-piracy measure or whatever, which doesn't really make much sense, but a lot of the times it's that. And I think I went the wrong way. This is backwards. I don't think they want you to jump all the way down here. We just did that bonus. We just did that bonus. Where am I going? Maybe it is down. Fucking hell, I'm like stuck in bonus hell. Can I just end this? Kill me. No. Run into me. Thanks. Where am I? I guess we are going down. Okay, that's actually really strange, but alright, we'll go with it. Yeah. Direction in this game is bizarre. Very bizarre. Level design is definitely better in the other game. Okay, so what's happening here? Keep going down, I guess? What? Isn't this just the start of the level? I have no idea what's happening anymore. Where am I? I've lost control here. I have no idea what's happening. It feels like I'm just going in a loop. I am absolutely going in a loop. Maybe not. Nope, I am. We've been here. Where is progress? Whatever. This is absurd. Some of these levels are quite dumb. Like, there's just no indication of what you're supposed to do in these. It's complete nonsense. You have no idea where you're going. That barrel. Looks like the internet kind of stabilized. Sort of, maybe. We'll see. Hasn't dropped any more frames, I don't think. Yeah, in general, I would say this game isn't very nice to look at, no matter what palette you use. This is probably the best palette available. Alright, we went somewhere. I hope I get this the first try, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this again. Like, I don't know how I got here, is the thing. Everything looks the same, and there's barely any hints about where you're supposed to go. Or, like, bananas leading you everywhere. This part's straightforward. This is, like, basically very similar to the Super Nintendo stage of this part. The only thing missing is, like, you know, the Queen Bee thing chasing you or whatever. I also noticed this music doesn't do a full loop. Oh, there's some frames going again. Alright, boss time. Let's put down a save. Let's see. It was like, the save was pretty early into this, wasn't it? It was like, I spot, I think it's over there. Wrinkly's map icon looks really similar to Funky's icon. It almost looks like she's wearing shades or something. Like this world map, a lot of these world maps, you can barely see them. This must have been awful to look at on the Game Boy. Because that had an even worse screen, right? Just complete nonsense, it's incomprehensible. Without the arrows, you wouldn't know what you're doing at all. Apparently I hit it. I don't think this requires a specific, you don't have to hit, like, the zinger or anything. It's because it's definitely not going to be that sophisticated on the Game Boy, so they're going to just change the fight like they have been with a lot of these. This part's the same, but I'm sure they're going to have some surprises. Yeah, you just, like, hit it. And you just keep your distance while it's in its iframe state. Okay, this is pretty similar so far. The only difference is that it chases you while it's invincible. So that's the main thing to watch out for here. And also, of course, you can barely see in front of you. So that's another trick of the trade here with this game. And that's kind of how you die a lot, because you just can't fucking see. So, yeah. Pretty standard Game Boy experience right here. This lasts quite a while, this phase. So it's also a boss you can't really speed run. It's kind of like, you know, you just gotta wait a long time. Okay, there we go. But you also don't want to have it go too off-screen, because then you won't know where it's gonna go to attack you. Gotta pay attention to the cycle, you know? Alright. And is it shooting out zingers, like mini zingers? Is that what's going on here? Okay, that was really aggressive. Oh, my stream just completely died. Wow. Completely dead. Like a complete zonk out. Woof. That's fucking bad. Oh, somewhat recovering. Somewhat recovering. Holy fuck. That, what? I have never experienced that before. I guess there's the first time for everything. I just completely lost stream there. Like, my internet was still running, but, like, the upload was a flat line of 0 kilobytes per second. For, like, a minute. You missed nothing. What? Why can't I hit it? There we go. But yeah, from the looks of it, this may end up being one of my shortest streams. I'm not too hopeful about this one. I guess, for a while, maybe the next week or two, while I wait for everybody to go back to fuck to work and school, I guess I'll have to, like, stream much earlier, even though that's gonna kind of be annoying for me. Might be what I have to do if I want to stream at all in the next couple weeks. I really wish my internet wasn't so shit sometimes. I also keep getting hit too early into this boss fight, and that's not helping me. I guess one thing that might be consistent about this boss is it does seem to often, like, go back to the top left when it's out of its iframe phase. So I think we can probably be assured of that behavior. Which also, yeah, I think that's pretty consistent. Shit. Why did I do that? It's going too fast. You should know better. It's more about just knowing what this boss does. Like any of them, really. But there's definitely specifics to this guy. This guy, this girl, this queen. Ah, too fast. I gotta move a little more aggressively if I want to beat this. So do you guys know anything about WiiWare games? Not like the virtual console stuff, I mean, like, you know, the actual, like exclusives and the, indie games that were put onto it. Apparently there's an okay number of exclusives that were released on WiiWare. I downloaded some that looked kind of interesting, like there were ones by Konami that were like rebirth games. I think they're like remakes of certain versions of some games, and I don't think they were put onto any other platforms. Like there's like Castlevania Rebirth, and there's Contra Rebirth. There's also Gradius Rebirth, I think. Oh, that thing's moving giga fast now. And I might be spawning a bunch of zingers. Seems that way. Uh-huh. Wow, this is really hurting the performance of the game. What? Wow. This is, like, so poorly play-tested. The game can't even keep up with that many zinger spawns. It just spawns a shitload of them at once. So, like, this boss sucks, just like the other boss sucks. The only boss that was okay was the only boss that was okay was the first boss, which was pretty similar to the original. These last two, like, most recent bosses have been really, really bad. Like, this one kills your performance, making it very hard to complete it. Just completely tanks frame rate in the final phase. And it moves so fast on the final phase that you cannot visually see it most of the time, so it's almost impossible to hit it. Very poorly thought out. I love getting hit there. That's a good spot to get hit. Yeah. So this boss is, like, entirely just leveraging what this entire world has been leveraging as a gimmick the whole way, which is off-screen deaths and off-screen hits. That's the name of the game for this one. A pretty tiresome gimmick that I hope that they leave behind. But I am having my doubts. They're probably gonna keep doing it, because that's the only way that they can seem to figure out how to make the games difficult. At least this one. They seem to kind of have mostly one idea, and they're pretty much sticking to it. Oh, great, it put one there. Cool. Yeah, there was no way in hell that I was going to complete this without cheating again, just like the other one. This is the type of thing where you'd have to commit way, way too much time to finish it, like, without cheats. And I am not willing to do that. These games are not good enough to warrant that. They are interesting games, and that's about it. Okay. And here's the worst phase. I need to, like, move more aggressively. But also, if I move too aggressive, then it's going to... Oh, jeez. The frame rate. The frame rate. Oh, there's another phase? What? No rule of threes, huh? No rule of threes, jerks? You dickbags. Oh, I won. That was a bullshit boss, but I did it. Crazy Kremland to Gloomy Gulch. Oh boy, Gloomy Gulch. This will be completely fair. Oh, I'm a little afraid about this, because this was already really hard in the original, this world. So I'm a little concerned what they're going to do here. Okay, so they're reusing some of the mechanics, as you'd expect. They got the ghost ropes. Somewhat stabilized the stream. The stream's been okay for a little bit here. Handful of minutes. I spent a lot of time in that boss, but also some of that time was spent just waiting for my stream to stop dying. What? Dixie didn't want to grab the rope that time. Sometimes the characters do that in this game, and it's really annoying. They just decide that they don't want to grab a rope, so you die. That was a problem in the first game too. I'm sure it's like the same engine, so that's where the issues come from. Third game's probably gonna have the same problem too. I think the third game is gonna be an interesting one though, because the third game I'm gonna be playing a special version of that's Japan only, but is using a translation patch. Not that you really need one, but there is one, so I got it. Japanese only version. That's a Game Boy Color version. So there is, like, just the original Game Boy version, and that one has Super Game Boy support as well. I'm sure it's not any good like this one, but it exists. And yeah, there's a Game Boy Color version in Japan only, so I'm going to be playing that version. And I think it has a few other changes and enhancements as well. It's like a ROM hack, so I think it like does translation, but it also might enhance a few things visually. Nothing too drastic, but it looked neat, so I thought that would be the best way to play that version. So I'm interested to see how that goes. Yeah, imported Guerrilla Gaming, exactly. I definitely imported it, and I definitely didn't download it off of a website. I absolutely got that legit. This level's kind of hard. It doesn't feel like it's too bullshit, though, other than the rope inconsistencies, which is kind of just a problem they all keep having. Okay. Outside of some pretty bad sound effects, I am looking forward to playing the GBA versions. They are neat. And we'll be aiming to 100% those. So that'll be a nice time. But I guess before we do GBA stuff, we still have to finish the Donkey Kong Land stuff, so... We gotta finish this one, then we gotta go directly to the third one. And then we gotta... Jeez. Can you go away, Barrel, dude? Thanks. And then we have to do a very important version, which I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to so much as I'm morbidly curious, because I've not played it, is the Game Boy Color version of Donkey Kong Country 1, a game that I know like the back of my hand. I should have got that DK barrel. Oh well. Yeah, you grew up with that version? Okay. That's an interesting thing to grow up on, but I guess everyone's got a version they grew up on. Man. That's gonna be a scuffed version, I can tell, just by looking at, like, screenshots of it. I wonder how well it actually plays, though. Because, like, my standards of how well something plays is much higher because I have the Game Boy, or not the Game Boy, the Super Nintendo version memorized. So... Apparently, again, in that same spot, they just didn't feel like grabbing the rope, so I died. That's nice. That's nice. I might, depending on how buggy this wants to be, I might start save stating if it's going to give me a really hard time. I ended up having to do that with Land 1 because it had like one level that was barely functional and nearly impossible to complete without cheating. So we might end up having to do that for this. It wouldn't surprise me. And if it's like gonna keep having like ropes in the same spots that you don't want to grab them, you know, I'm not gonna put up with that, and I'll just save scum it. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Okay. It's another leap of faith. Alright, we got a checkpoint barrel. Let's progress. So, as some of you may know, I'm kind of talking stilted here because I'm trying not to die constantly. As some of you may know, I went through with getting a RetroTink 5X Pro, and I ordered a Nintendo Wii, used of course. An old school one, the first revision, so the initial release. That means it has all the features, and it has GameCube backwards compatibility. And so I ordered that, and I ordered component cables for it as well, so that it has the best quality you can get for the RetroTink. At least in theory. The thing about it is, it's debatable if it's even noticeable or that big of a difference, but there's like third-party cables from a company called Retrovision that people claim is better quality than the official component cables, but at least here in Canada, they're kind of impossible to get. And for what I saw was available, it was like $30 or $40 more. So I decided to just get the official ones because they were like cheaper. And I don't think the difference is going to be that noticeable. So we got another one of these levels, just like in the original. This will be interesting. Apparent? What? I took damage? Oh. Huh? Hmm? Okay, I might be having a brain aneurysm. But correct me if I'm wrong, but in the original game, you can land on zingers, can't you? Or am I thinking of another... Maybe I'm thinking of DKC3? I don't recall having to avoid zingers on the minecart. Or not minecart, the, whatever this thing is. The roller coaster cart. Oh, already a checkpoint barrel. That's early. Well, whatever. I guess we just avoid them. I quite like the chiptune version of this music. That is the easiest fucking level in the game. What a bizarre game. Some are like insanely long and ridiculously hard, and then there's some that's like, oh, fuck it. Here's a level. Just go, finish it, get on with it. Strange level design in this, man. Is really just all over the place. All right, so this one's the gusty one, Gusty Glade. So this will probably be a mean level with some sprite limitations. A lot of precision platforming in this one. Dixie's pretty useful then. Gives you a little bit more headroom here to make the jumps. Fuck. Oh, checkpoint barrel. It's all good, it's all good. Yeah, it does make sense. I agree. Alright. What's going on here? We don't care about the letters. Don't care about the... That's a troll. So, like, they're punishing me for, not taking the cannonball. Whatever, it's fine. We didn't get that far anyway. Let's see, let's try... Can we take either one? Okay, we can just take this, but it's faster, I see. The, Should I, like, kill this guy? And see that? I don't know. I don't know why that cannon... I guess it's just a bonus thing, and they're trying to be all cheeky about it, making it difficult to get it. Okay. So now we're full on into the gimmicks here. I quite like that sound. Oh, that's mean. I quite like that sound for killing that Kremlin. There's no, like, voice, right? Because the sound chip can't really do it. So, like, it's just like a... doom. Very, very simplistic. Kind of funny. Like that, too, for... It's just like the death sound for a lot of things. It's kind of fun. I need to switch to Dixie. I don't know why I'm using Diddy for this. This is like the hard mode. It's a good old donk. You can't even... This is like just only a banana coin an enemy. You have to go the other way. Why are they making it so hard for me to go back? Come on, there you go. There. We'll just do this. Let's see. Alright, that's a little risky. Alright. Okay. Yep, Dixie's the way to go. That's for sure. Dixie in general seems to be more useful in this version of the game than a lot of the other versions. Like, Dixie's always been kind of nice, but she's leveraged way more in this, is what I'm kind of trying to say. Like, she's way more OP, because you can just skip so much more. Now, at least so far, none of these sections have, like, yeah. So one thing I'll give them this, is they were not stupid enough and mean enough to make it so that you had to do more precision barrel maneuvers like you did in the original level of this. Where in the original you had to do more nuance and cradle left and right to kind of like align to the barrels. Whereas this, you can just hold right as soon as the wind's the right direction and you'll land to the next barrel. Because if they did that with like precision, that would have been evil. That would have been very evil and very hard. Because like you can't see in front of you, right? It's like off screen. So if you had to do those types of barrel maneuvers off screen without knowing when the barrel's coming up, that would be maximum cruelty. So I'm glad that they didn't do that, is what I'm saying. Oh, a secret. Oh, okay. Nice secret. Gonna make this level potentially easier, maybe? Or no, you're gonna find squawks either way, never mind. Because you have to use squawks for this level. It's the same as the original. With its own twists, I'm sure. It's probably not a complete clone. Although it kind of looks like it, but in fairness, everything kind of blends together. And I don't have DKC2 memorized nearly as well as I do the first game, so... there's gonna be some things that I don't notice as being different. Oh, fuck. One of the differences, I guess, is that because of sprite limitations, you're only ever squawks. So, this level originally you had the Kongs riding on the talons of squawks here, so you don't have that here. You also can't, yeah, so you can't ascend, so this is the same too. So you gotta like leverage the up and down to slow your ascent or make your descent faster. I said that completely wrong, but you know what I meant. I got my words all jumbled up because I'm tired and I'm silly. That's why. But yeah, I'm excited to get the retro tank. Emulators are okay, but I have a lot of weird problems with them that most people don't have. I've been cursed by a tech shaman, so I tend to try and avoid extra technical problems whenever possible. I'm kind of the type of person who needs to have the least amount of barrier between games as much as possible. Particularly when it comes to retro hardware. So that's kind of how it is. That's kind of why I decided to go that route with real hardware for a lot of things. Excluding a lot of consoles because the Mister is just way cheaper to do that. And I don't have most of my consoles. And I barely have games for them. So, you know, it would be way more expensive to do, like, everything real hardware. Because I have to buy, like, EverDrives and stuff. And that would be exceedingly more than just buying a fully decked out Mister. So I just went with the Mister route. And I love the Mister. It's great. We're using it right now to play this game. Mister's way more full-featured than original consoles anyway, let's be honest. Okay, so, Web Woods. Oh god, this is gonna be hard, isn't it? This is like one of the hardest levels in the original game. So, there's only two routes they're gonna take with this. They're either gonna make it really hard, just as hard, if not harder than the original, or it's going to be shockingly short and easy. That seems to be the theme of these games. It's like, wait, that was a level? And then other times it's like, whoa, wait, what? Why is this level so hard? Seems to be the consistent experience with this one. I also noticed the frame rate's dying. Or not frame rate, the frames are dropping again. Quite badly, I might add. Alright, so what are we doing here? Wait, so Squitter doesn't have his ability, so this level... Wait, what? Am I missing something? How are you supposed to do this level without that? I must have missed something. I must have missed something. But yeah, if you dropped out on the stream, we're back. At least for now. Based off of what I'm seeing so far, I might end up calling it after I finish this world or like this level. We'll see what happens with the frames, but it's not been great so far. It's been pretty bad. So we had a bout of stability for about 20 minutes and then it died again. It's back for now, but I am not confident for how long. I guess we just skip Squitter. We can do that, I guess. Maybe skipping Squitter is the way to go. Or maybe you can't skip Squitter. I don't know, because he can't do... I don't recall that he's able to make the webbing, because none of the animals have their special ability. So I don't think that's what you're supposed to do here. We gotta sneeze, I think. Oh, not yet. Okay, here we go. There. You can't hear sneezes on Twitch. It's illegal. It's against the TOS. One thing that's really weird about my audio setup is I have a Go XLR, like a full-fledged one, and it has a button meant for like coughs and sneezes and stuff that, like, if you hold it down, it mutes your microphone. And if I use that, it will kill every single, like, it'll kill my audio completely from my microphone permanently, unless I use like their special broadcast mix, which is different and not what I'm using. It's complicated and weird, but how are you supposed to do this without the web? The Game Boy has like 2 buttons. A and B. There's no shoulders. I'm pressing every button possible. There's no webbing. So what do I do here? Do I just make a leap and die? Why do I need Squitter? How are you supposed to get across that? What? This is a very confusing video game sometimes. I might have to make a save state there or something. I don't know. Or is Squitter like some kind of trap? Like, you die if you get Squitter? Because, like, surely you could just get across that with Dixie, but then, like, there's that whole issue of, like, soft locking, right? Where it's like, would they really make a deliberate soft lock? I don't know, man. This is a confusing game. Because I'm just, like, skipping it, but then, like, you can't get over this, so I don't know what is happening. Yeah, so, like, you have to get Squitter. But what do you do with the dude? He can't make webs, as far as I know. He just shoots them. Like, you can do directional, but you still can't cross the gap. He can kind of jump high with, but you can't get over still. What the hell? Is there, like, a weird combo? Do I have to look at the manual? I might have to look up the manual online to actually know if there's a certain control thing I'm missing. Like, maybe some combination to use the ability or something? Or maybe just look up a guide online to see what people did to get past this? Because you can't jump. You can't make that. It's impossible. You need a web. Like, there's no way about it. So how do you get Squitter to shoot a web? Like a web platform? Because I've tried everything I can think of, and you can't seem to get him to do it. So I think this is a game where you need the manual. But, so I guess I'll just get there and, pause the game when I get there and look it up. I don't really have much of a choice. Okay, so here we are. Alright, let me switch. Let me switch my inputs on my monitor so I can actually look at my main display. What on earth do we do? Let's find out. Donkey Kong Land Instruction Manual Booklet. Oh, I should probably specify 2. Alright, 2. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was easy enough to find. Nice. Okay, so we have it in front of us. I should really, like, set this up to do a capture like a proper capture. I really should, because there are times you got to look at manuals, and it'd be better if everybody else could see the manual too. Like, I could maybe put something up like that, but it won't be very elegant. But I could probably do like a browser capture or something. Or some window capture of some kind, maybe. Let me look here. I don't want to take 500 years to do this. I do want to get on with the game. But, there might be some, decent method to do this. Right. Let's see here. So, that one does not seem to be what I want. I need to, like, do a different capture for this. This is like, OBS stuff, man. It can get complicated. Like, I suppose I could do a display capture. I don't know how elegant that would be. No, let's not bother with that right now. I'll probably maybe, like, later on tonight or tomorrow, maybe I'll, like, do a proper setup, because I think the only way to really make that look good and legible for other people is if I made an entirely new scene. An entirely new scene just for, like, looking up internet shit. So, let's not bother that. Anyway. Yeah, good thing I looked at the manual. I would have never figured that out, ever. That is super bizarre as a workaround. Apparently, all of the animal buddies have their powers, but they're related to the select button. The select button. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but a Game Boy, like an actual original Game Boy, I have to look at the layout of the controller again. Where is the select button located? Yeah, even on an original Game Boy, the select button is, like, at the bottom. It's, like, away from everything else, like the start and select. So that is a terrible location for that. That is an awful control scheme that's just, like, doing its best, you know, to kind of work around the limitations of the lack of buttons. But yeah, so you have to... I already tried select for the record, but some of them you have to hold it, and I didn't do that. So what you have to do is it's really stupid. So you have to shoot out a web and then press select. So, like, you can't, you can't just press select, and it's weird. I guess they had to do it that way and they didn't have a choice. But this is super, super awkward. Like, unbelievably so. Like, the controls in this are terrible. Like, this is so unintuitive. And the webs don't last, right? Like, you only get, like, one at a time. The other one instantly goes away because of sprite limitations, so it's even worse than the original. The original, I think, could give you, like, 4-ish before they all started to instantly go away on you. This is so bad. At least Squitter has a pretty strong jump. It's, like, way stronger than the original jump. That's true of a lot of the stuff in this game. The jump is, like, way better. It's way higher, but it's at the cost of a lot. Sometimes that really screws you over in some of these levels. Like here, for example. Okay. Guess we just keep doing this. Yeah, see, I'm dead. I don't even know if that was the right way to go. It almost looked like a dead end. I couldn't completely see the edge of it. It didn't quite seem right to me. I really hope I don't have to do this ever again. I hope it's only for this level, but it probably won't be. It's funny that they're so, It's funny that they're so strict on the requirements for the webs and how long they can stay on the screen when they had no problems at all. Just... Really? How did I fall off that? Also, I see I'm dropping a shitload of frames again. When in the past, they had 0 problems and no reservations whatsoever of just throwing a shitload of sprites on screen and causing the frame rate to tank. So it's funny to me that they would put this limitation on here, but not for an actual boss fight. Seems we stopped dropping frames, so... the time being. It's somewhat watchable, I hope. Hopefully it's not too bad. But I'll probably do what I said and call it after I finish this level or, like, this world. Judging from how hard this level is because of the terrible controls, it's more likely that I will call it when I finish this level. But we'll see. If it's fine, then maybe I'll continue, but yeah. You can barely tell? Okay. Well, I guess you could tell when, you know, it completely conked out for like a whole minute or more. I'm sure you could tell then. As long as I didn't do that again, I guess. But, man. Fucking select for this. Like, I gotta be clear, this is what I'm doing. Because, like, you don't see that. You have to experience it. I am shooting the webs out, and then I have to turn them into a platform by pressing select button. This is what's going on here. It is so hard to do. Especially when I have to take my thumb off of the D-pad to press the select button while I'm still on a platform. It is the weirdest thing. I'm gonna be real with Rare here. They really shouldn't have tried at all. They should have just not given the animals any abilities at all. This is so not worth the trouble. This is just awful to play. Like, this is the worst. At least I'm getting into a good rhythm here. And, like, you see how they give you, like, no... Jesus! You can see how they give you, like, no time to jump to the next platform as soon as you make the other one. It's like, you gotta move immediately. This is, like, maddening artificial difficulty at play here. Like, obviously, there's way harder games than this one. I'm not saying that this game's like some friggin' behemoth of difficulty. It's not. Just that, man, this is rough. I'm not sure if this is easier or better, but I'm going to be real with you. This is hurting my thumb. Having to press the select button like this as much as I have been. The select button's not really designed, the start and select buttons are not really designed to be pressed on this often. So, let's see. I have no idea where I'm going, but I assume if I keep going right, I'll reach the end. Okay, there we go. There's a G. Oh, God. Okay, fuck that up. Guess I could go back up and try again. Yeah, we'll do that. The top route's probably safer. Maybe not. I guess both routes have their hardships. This level doesn't really want to end, huh? It really just likes to keep going. Oh, thank God that's over. That was so ridiculous. I wasn't sure if my thumb could handle that for much longer. Because my thumb's never properly healed, by the way. It's still like this. The only difference is it's not currently split. And it's not... doesn't have the extreme layer of dry skin that it used to have. I've never been able to get this to go away. It's very annoying. I may have to see a doctor for a special cream or try something else, I don't know. Because it just won't repair itself, and it's quite absurd. It's the same problem I have with one of my index fingers. It's doing the same thing, but it's not in nearly as bad of a state. Because, like, yeah, even just playing this game for, like, almost 2 hours, I can look at my thumb and see that it's, like, starting to shred up a bit. It's not, I don't think it's at risk of cracking yet or splitting or whatever, but it's getting there. So I gotta be careful. Okay. So we got Creepy Crow again. I molded on this boss last time. I molded on the original boss of this. For some reason, I had unusual amounts of difficulty with it. Again, I'm gonna just blame the fact on input lag. Me being used to the emulator version and not the Mr. version, which doesn't have that. Okay. So far, this is easy as fuck. When does it get hard? Okay, this is probably when it gets hard. Yep, this is when it gets hard. So they still have the same fight. And it's pretty similar. It is quite similar the way that the whole thing functions. Ooh. So I could not pick that up, by the way, when it was bouncing. What happens there, then? Do you have... How do you pick it up? I'm so confused. How do you beat this, then? Do you have to, like, jump off the necky to the other side so that you can grab it? That can't be it, right? Maybe it is. Maybe it is that absurd. Okay, I can jump over him. That's good to know. But I missed him. So now we're doing this again. Alright. Up we go. I'm gonna die here, probably. Yep. I got lucky last time. So this is still, like, annoying. It's not as long, it looks like. Maybe his famous last words. It doesn't seem to be as long. Like, the rope section in particular are quite short compared to the other one, but maybe it gets really bad later. It might still get really bad, so we'll see. Ugh. Itchy nose. Hate that during intense gaming sessions. Really? Well, we already got hit, so we're probably gonna lose again. I hate it when I get hit early. Just kill me. This is taking too long, kill me. I'd rather start with all my Kongs. Man, what is with my friggin' nose? Alright, come on. Oh, so that can just hit you off screen. Oh my god. Okay. The egg actually can kill you too. So the egg deals damage to you even when it's doing a tiny bounce like that. So clearly you have to do something completely different there. That's a really shitty gimmick to have in your boss fight just to randomly introduce without any communication toward the player. That's dumb. So you're essentially like gonna have a... Like, nobody's gonna beat this boss in the first try. It's kind of impossible, so that's kind of shit game design. There's like... It's like basically just a troll, so you'll die no matter what. Took me like 2 tries to even know what even happened there. Man. Okay, so I can just jump over him. I see. So that's not too bad. You just gotta understand that the egg damages you. Alright, that's not nearly as awful as the Super Nintendo version. Just a dumb troll at the end. Which is shit, but what are you gonna do? So we're at K. Rool's Keep. K. Rool's Keep. Let's see here. I'm starting to get pretty sore, to be honest. But let's see. Arctic Abyss, okay. This game's decently long, actually. It seems to be longer than the first game. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling... Damn it. I'm not feeling, like, amazing, and I'm starting to get sore. We'll see. We'll see. Right, so apparently, yeah, if you hold select, you get the charge. But unless you want to open up a bonus, there's probably not a lot of reason to do that. I also noticed the charge isn't as good as the Super Nintendo one. It, like, doesn't last infinitely. It runs out of juice. Yeah, I might have to take a break, maybe. I don't know if that'll help, but maybe I'll take a break soon. Been almost 2 hours. Yeah, okay, I was wondering about that. So the sound chip has some limitations going on with the music in this track, where whenever you like damage an enemy or make another sound, it makes the other music drop out. So like various notes drop out of the music when you hit other enemies and stuff. So like the sound chip can't handle the layers of audio over each other. Is an okay level so far. It's not too different from the original one. Just kind of ugly is all. It's kind of just a problem this game has in general. Bad visual clarity, and it's ugly. But what are you gonna do, Game Boy? Nice. Got ourselves a checkpoint. But yeah, for the record, when I do get like the Retro Tank stuff and the Wii stuff all set up, I probably won't be able to stream Wii games. At least not all of them. Any that rely like specifically on the pointer stuff or any kind of accuracy with the like the actual, you know, IR sensor stuff. It might not work at my desk with this whole stream setup. It might be impossible to actually make it work. I'll give it my best shot and see what I can do, but I don't think it's gonna work. So I probably will not be able to stream most of those games unless I use Dolphin or whatever. GameCube stuff and PS2 stuff though is free reign, of course. No issues with that. And it'll also probably be quite a while until I can get everything. Because it's that time of the year, and especially in Canada, it takes a long time for some things to ship in Canada and, like, you know, get to your house. Oh, that's generous. They put a Kong College here already. So I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back in a little bit. I don't know for how long. Normally my breaks aren't that long. Yeah, I gotta use the bathroom anyway, so let's just go BRB. Enjoy random clips. Oh my god, that's a lot of freaking enemies. And we gotta explode that. It's begging for it. Dynamite those motherfuckers. In case you're wondering why I typically use VATs for explosives, it's mainly because if you don't, explosives usually never go where you throw them. As you can see, they're kind of rolling and doing weird shit now because it's on a slope. That doesn't happen if you use VATs. So you can go back here and you get a little extra cutscene. Or you get your game to crash. Did my game seriously crash? Oh my god. Dude. Dude. Seriously? Come on, I tested this. So in case you're wondering why I pick up like the coffee mugs and stuff, and some other like things related to it, like coffee pots and stuff like that, you can turn those into Wonder Glue later on in the game with the Old World Blues DLC. So you can turn them into Muggy, a character that you meet later on, and Muggy will turn them into Wonder Glue. Not okay with this health situation, though. Is there going to be more lickers in here? I don't want to die. I hear something. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for... Of course, of course. No! Don't kill me. No! God fucking damn it, those guys are like the worst. Okay, down we go. Oh, I just fell through the world. That's normal. I have no idea why this happened. What a good mod. This is definitely a modded issue. And Ghost Girl's here, cool. Hi, Ghost Girl. Oh look, it crashed. I'm shocked. What a shocking turn of events. Oh my god. That's a lot of them. And they all, like, are super spongy. How do you expect me to deal with this? I can't deal with this. These guys are bloated to fuck. We're not fighting them. No, this is not happening. I mean, they can fight them and get killed, but I'm not. Yes, I have deep respect for my companions. Please understand. I mean, some anime characters have tiny eyes. Not me, though. I've got big eyes. Giganticism, but for my eyes. I can make them smaller, though. That's rough. Man, that's a giant cock. I'm pretty sure this is what quick save was built for, but I'm pretty sure it's an instant kill. Yep. It is. It is an instant kill. Oh, wow.
Is there anything more beautiful than a beautiful busty Brahmin riding a carabiner off into the sunset? Oh wait, I don't think that came out right.
That's an impressive skill. How can you do that? Wow. That was a big chug. You can barely make a dent into their health pool. Shit. I hit Lily. Fuck. I want to shoot my companions. She literally looks the same. All Nightkin literally look the same. They literally look identical. The only thing that really makes Lily any different in this crowd is she's wearing a hat. I got that star cap a while ago, and, he hasn't shown up yet. I mean, this is a good time as any for you to arrive. We're in the middle of, fighting a giant ant. If you just want to get in on that. Hey. Oh, is he gonna help? Malcolm Holmes, are you gonna help us? Yeah, damn. Malcolm Holmes is helping. Although I'm getting destroyed by this ant. Holy shit. Well, Malcolm Holmes looks like he died. And I'm on fire. I'm gonna level with you. I always kill Malcolm Holmes. Like, always. Because I think it's funny. But, that's actually a really good way for him to go. But yeah, this is pretty much just... Alright. I'm back. So, for the record, in case you're wondering, as you saw at the very end before I cut it off, the clips are random playlist. But, like, since I streamed, like, 60+ hours of New Vegas, and made a ton of clips for that because of how long it was and how clippable the game is, it tends to bloat the playtime. Or like the amount of clips, you know? So like I think like 50 or 60% of the clips are from New Vegas. So that's why you tend to see a lot more New Vegas ones at the moment than you do others, because I haven't really like had a lot of clips made for a ton of the other games that I've played. Like say for example this game would be pretty hard to clip. A lot of these platforming games are kind of hard to clip because my deaths usually aren't funny enough, and I don't usually mold hard enough for it to be like kind of clippable material. Anyway. Back to this hell. At least I'm not playing Bubsy. I'm sure someday I'll do some Kusoge. Get that going. Everyone needs a good Kusoge every now and then. And I definitely need to get some revenge on some of those childhood games. I was a sadly an owner of quite a few of the worst Super Nintendo games. Home Improvement, Bubsy 2, Race Drivin'. Absolutely wretched, dreadful games. Race Driving's probably objectively the worst Super Nintendo game on the console. Because Race Driving's basically unplayable. It's like a super shitty arcade port of, like, the game that's called, like... it's got, like, a different title, but somewhat similar. I think it has Drivin' in the name or something. It might just actually be called Drivin'. I don't know. But regardless, the Super Nintendo version's very sad. And it runs at, like, 3... Like, maybe not even 3 FPS. It may run at, like, 2 FPS or 1 FPS. It kind of varies a little. Well, yeah, I think it varies a little, but it's, like, 1 to 3 FPS, I would say. It's probably a fair guess. Someone made, like, a hack that makes it run at, like, 60 FPS, but I don't know if it affects the speed or not. But I think there's a 60 FPS hack that came out, like, a year or two ago. I don't think that hack would work on the Mister at all, though. Wouldn't really make sense. A lot of those hacks don't work on the Mister, so I'd have to use the emulator for that if I wanted to mess with it. But if I were to play Race Driving, and even if it's actually possible at all to complete it, I don't know. But if I were to play Race Driving, I would get the real experience like I had as a kid, and just play it with the real Super Nintendo stuff, which in this case would be the Mister. That was a really weird level, because it was, like, mostly oddly easy, and it didn't really feel like a proper level. It was mostly usually you just going up without too much obstacle, because you could just, like, ignore a lot of it. Kind of an odd one. Okay, so this is the, like, the auto-scroll level. At least that's what it was in the, original. Oh, there goes the stream again. Getting massive drops. Might be back. Just a little bit of a minor blip. Okay. The thing about drop frames, it's impossible to really tell how Twitch is going to handle it on their end. Sometimes when people drop a lot of frames, they're, like, being dropped in a very specific way, where it doesn't, like, cause the stream to buffer. So it's just, like, a drop in the frame rate of the video that you're watching. But then there's other times where it's definitely, you know, bad, and you get massive buffering, or you just get, like, a little tiny amounts of buffering. It depends. There it goes again. Definitely the internet is just freaking choking and dying on a giant cock. That's what it's doing right now. Okay. Yeah, I've been, like, preparing for... I don't even know if I should even bother talking when I'm dropping this many frames. But, like, just in case I can be heard. I've been, like, you know, doing my due diligence to prepare for the Wii and hacking it and stuff. Hacking it itself is super easy. I don't have any real fears or problems with that. The method that I saw looked really easy and reliable. But, so I'm not concerned about that, really. But you know, getting the games part takes a lot of time. Hunting down the games. Yeah, hacking Engage, exactly. Like, really hacking the Wii, I can tell you what goes on with it. Nintendo can ban me if they want. It's so fucking easy. Okay, you're not noticing anything, got it. This is a hard jump to make, by the way. What the hell? I guess you roll jump, there you go. I don't know how that guy died. You can, like, do, like, an attack on the ropes, I guess? It's weird. You can't do that in the original, obviously. But yeah, like, hacking a Wii, there's, like, multiple ways to do it, right? But, like, the easiest way just seems to be, like, you just connect it to the internet. You put in, like, a certain, like, DNS address or whatever, and then, like, you just connect and, like, you know, press a few buttons on the menu, and then, like, it'll just show up, and then you just download it, and it installs itself, and that's basically it. Like, you know, I didn't go into all the specifics, but you know, it's basically just following an insanely simple set of instructions. How do I get back up here? I guess I don't. What? This level's confounding. Okay, that's clearly not the way. We were here before. It's just like for like the cannon thing. This is like one of these levels where you can just fall off into infinity. Is it a soft lock? Is this like a soft lock level? Oh my god. Like if you fall down too much, there's no way to get back up because like there's not like an enemy there or something. Is that what's going on here? This is where we were before, and we can't figure out how to get back up. What? I guess I'm soft-locked? Yeah, the background's okay. I'm more so concerned about how I complete it, though. How do I get through the level? I found, like, a banana coin. Cool. This way? Maybe it's this way. Okay, it must be this way. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. This is the way. Just don't fall. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, we're good. We must be getting the end. We got our G. No, don't do it again. Okay. But yeah, getting all the games takes a lot of time, and you gotta, like, you know, do some research, right? You gotta, like, look. You gotta, like, look and, you know, ask yourself, what games am I interested in? What games look really fun to play? God damn it. This is so fucking annoying, this level. Oh, fucking hell. I'm getting mad, and then it just makes it worse, and I die. I just fall down even more through the level. I feel like go this way, right? Yeah. The music's alright. It's a decent interpretation of it. It's not bad. One thing that you can't seem to do, by the way, is when you jump off of a rope, you can't go into the hover. Alright, there we go. Not a really hard level, just very confusing on where to go. Alright, so we got the ice frozen one, I guess. And maybe if... Oh. Maybe if there's no ice, maybe you just die instantly like you do in the other level. It's probably how it goes. They probably don't let you try and swim back. Damn it, that's brutal. This might be an annoying level because of, like, the ice physics. They don't seem nearly as generous as they are in the Super Nintendo game. Alright. What? That is so strict. Maybe you don't crouch there. Maybe you can just run through. Maybe they're tricking me. Maybe it's not low enough. They're probably not tricking me, though. They probably expect me to make that somehow. They don't give you another DK barrel, either. So you gotta get this all in one shot. That is messed up. Okay. Yeah, I've gotten a pretty large amount of games so far. Oh, that's so hard. Pretty large amount of games so far. A lot of stuff I'm looking forward to giving a go. There's a lot of Wii games that I never played. That said, there are some Wii games that are, like, kind of, other than for preservation purposes or minor version differences, some Wii games, especially in more recent years, are kind of pointless now because they just have, like, better versions, you know? There's definitely some of those. Like Sonic Colors, I think, I could be wrong. Maybe it's only with mods on PC, but I think Sonic Colors Ultimate is kind of better. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Maybe the Wii version's still the definitive. I don't know. Or was there like a Wii U version as well? I don't know anymore. I don't know enough about Sonic. There's also like more recently like Xenoblade Chronicles on the Switch. The Switch port being the best way to play it. And for a long time, I think the Wii version was like the best way to play that game. It's only very recently that changed. And Donkey Kong Country Returns is like one of those two where if generally it's recommended that you just emulate it or you play the 3DS version, which has more content. Yeah, you just die if you go in the water. You gotta make sure it's frozen. Yeah, so there's definitely some tricky things with Wii games that, because like, more Wii games than, damn it, more Wii games than you'd think have been ported to other systems. Even like WiiWare games, a lot of WiiWare games that are good are like on the PC. So, like one of the most popular WiiWare games, which I think was an original WiiWare release, like it was originally on the Wii only, and then later got put onto the PC, was like World of Goo. World of Goo was really popular. And it used like the Wiimote pointer as like, you know, one of its main mechanics, right? Kind of in place of a mouse in a sense. And, you know, these days you can get World of Goo for like almost nothing, right? Like it's been given away in so many bundles. And, you know, other things and subscription services and whatnot. Okay, so for that water, the warning, I was a little panicky where I thought that I didn't have enough time, so I died. The water, when it starts blinking, at least in that section, is a little more lenient than it appears. They do give you enough time to get through it. You just gotta be patient. This level is way harder than the Super Nintendo one, by the way. Largely because they put in all these extra restrictions where there's like essentially no wiggle room for making mistakes. But yeah. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of complexities when it comes to Wii stuff where it's like there's not really a point to playing a good handful of some of the games just because they're just better somewhere else. Again, unless you really want the OG experience for whatever reason. Sometimes you got nostalgia for like, you know, original version of a video game, even if it's not the best version of it. That's often the case with some stuff. Nothing wrong with that. There's one, that's an example. So like, Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles. They are light gun shooters that originally came out in the Nintendo Wii and then were ported to the PS3. Why do I keep doing that? Don't roll. And the PS3 versions, technically speaking, are the best versions. However, they require a PlayStation Move. You remember that? Do you remember the PlayStation Move? No one remembers the PlayStation Move. But yeah, it was basically the PlayStation Move was like the desperate attempt by Sony on their PS3 to reproduce the Wiimote. It was basically the Wiimote, but it looked more like a sex toy. And that's basically what the PlayStation Move was. And it lasted like almost no time whatsoever before it got canned. And I think like a PlayStation Move, because it was so unpopular, is really expensive. Like I think it's like over $100 to get one. I don't know, it's something silly. I could be wrong, but I remember them being pretty pricey. And yeah, so that was kind of fun. So like some of the PlayStation Move games that released were like Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles. And also Heavy Rain, for some reason, got a PlayStation Move exclusive like version, or was it a patch? I don't remember. But like, so there was that version, bizarrely enough. And then they came out with Resident Evil 5 had like a Move version where It was basically, it played like the Wii edition of Resident Evil 4. And, you know, that probably makes it the best version of the game, I guess, outside of playing it on a PC, because I assume mouse and keyboard controls are probably good on that. I don't know. I don't know if I've tried that. But, you know, in theory, you know, the PlayStation Move version could be a very good version of RE5, just because it uses that same aiming style that makes you into a, you know, your own personal aimbot. But, there were probably a few other titles that nobody remembers that supported the PlayStation Move, but those are the ones that came to mind for me. And, yeah, so, you know, to make a kind of a big deviation there, but basically, you could say that the Umbrella and Darkside Chronicles releases on PS3 are the best versions, but they kind of aren't, just because nobody has a PlayStation Move, and if you want one, they're really expensive, and you have to buy the games, which don't go on sale, and PS3 preservation is shit by Sony. So, like, you can't even buy games digitally. And I don't even know if they sold those games physically. They might have been digital only. And the only way to buy them is directly through the broken ass PlayStation Store on your actual PS3, which is the worst way to buy anything on a PlayStation. The PlayStation Store has always been complete shit. You have a PS5 alt. Did they ever fix the PlayStation Store, or is it just as shit as it was on the PS3 and the PS4? Because, like, that thing barely functioned. It was, like, so slow, and it was so buggy, and it would even crash sometimes, or just, like, randomly decide that it doesn't want to take your credit card information and just, like, you know, just refuse to, like, process a payment. But if you use, like, the browser version, it was easy. But yeah, it's something. So we're at the Toxic Tower. Toxic Tower is really fucked up in the original, so I'm expecting this to be either mean or really easy. I guess we'll find out. We got water, so I am assuming it's gonna rise. Or they're gonna make it only, like, selective, where you just, like, you got water as a hazard. Oh no. Oh no. It's awful. Oh no, we're doing this again. Oh god. Oh. Okay. Smooth as butter, huh? Okay. Oh, it only took them 10 years to fix it. Longer than that, I guess. So this is, this level's kind of impossible. I'm gonna be honest, I might cheat. Because, I don't know if I can do this, and my thumb might not allow it. This is insanely difficult. Because again, I have to shoot the web with like a completely different button. Okay, that was kind of short. Okay. Oh god. Okay, you don't want to super jump there. Alright. But then I have to do the fucking squitter part over again, which is pain. But I have to, like, fucking shoot the web out and then press select to make the platform. It's so bad. I think what I'll try and do here is, I'll get through this if I can. But I'm making a save state. Oh my god. Fuck. But I'm making a save state so I don't have to do it again once I get it. Because that actually legitimately is so uncomfortable. It fucking hurts. And no game is worth that. Except maybe some sweaty esports game that you like. Maybe it's worth hurting yourself for that. I have no idea. Apparently a lot of people play League and they think it's worth it. Okay, so I need to put down a save state. That's right, we're cheating. That is so strict. They give you, like, no time. I don't care about the bonus. Just get me out of here. Get me out of here. And again, even to use like that, you have to press select. Fuck. This is hard. So yeah, this is a hard level. Just like the original, it's hard, but it's worse in this because it controls terribly. Okay. No checkpoint through all that, right? I'm gonna double check. Nope. Ugh. I wish this was faster. There is like a keybind for it, but I don't have a keyboard connected to my Mister. And it's kind of, for my setup, it would be really haphazard to have like 2 keyboards at my desk. I should really buy one of those. I should have... Fuck. I keep making the wrong jump. I really should buy one of those mini keyboards, because people did recommend that with a Mister. I should have gotten one of those. What is going on with this? What? Why is it doing that? There's like a bug with like the graphics after using the save state. There's like a weird tearing thing going on here. It's like a weird warp. I've never seen that before in any of these games. Save state always like was bug free. Must be the palette doing it. Because that's really fucking me up too. I can barely... These jumps are terrible, by the way. You keep slipping off. It's so unintuitive. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I need to see if I can get rid of that. It was like, what? It was in audio, video. And then, like, see if that fixes it. Nope, it doesn't. So it's just like that now. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That makes it very hard to play. I don't know if the entire game is going to look like this the rest of the way. If it is, that would be unfortunate. Let's find out. Let's find out if it still does it. Let's go back and level. I guess not? Or does it? No, it would be more obvious. It's not doing it anymore. So maybe it'll go away when I finish the level or something. Well, it's gone now. That's super weird. Okay, I fucked that up. I'm getting very confused in this level. Probably because I'm tired. Like, I didn't get a lot of sleep. Okay. Up there. I was talking about things, and then, I got distracted by everything breaking and this level being super hard. So I kind of lost my train of thought. Ugh. Okay, up there. These platforms are kind of weird, but somewhat doable. Okay, I think I'm dead. The water's probably gonna get me. Or the slime or toxic shit or whatever you want to call it. Only at the... Oh. Why is this level so long? This is so brutal. Okay. At least that bug went away. That was really obnoxious. Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep going that way? Stop doing that. Go to the right. Just jump to the right. It's easy. Yeah, this level's bad. This is really bad in this version. Gotta emphasize that. Looks completable, it's just trying my patience, that's all. I don't know how I avoided getting hit there. but I'll take it. Okay, that's a blind super jump. Thank goodness that exists. Oh, the frame rate is bad here. How did I get hit there? Usually whenever you go into these guys, you just, like, kill them. Whatever. But yeah, the Wii stuff will be fun. There's a lot of games that I've been getting. I think I'm running out, though, of, like, games I'm interested in, at least for now. I got most of the GameCube and Wii stuff that I'm interested in. So that'll be neat. I'm looking forward to, trying out some of the games that I haven't played in a really long time. And that aren't really easy to play on, like, Dolphin. So, like, Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition will be really fun to play. I don't think I'll stream that, because, again, I don't even think it's possible to stream it anyway. I think anything that uses the Wiimote pointer is probably not streamable because of the distance problem. So unless I can solve that, which I probably can't, it's never happening. But I'll always play that on my own time. This is a fucking evil section. I don't know how I got through this last time. But I will, I'll definitely have fun with that on my own time. It's basically the best version of the game, outside of the VR version, on the Quest 2. Which almost nobody can play. I've played it, though, and I actually want to finish that on my own time. I would never try and stream stuff like that, because it's a nightmare. See, my internet is just up to its business here. Struggling quite a lot. Just like how I'm struggling on this level. That water is really creeping up on me, huh? I guess I lost whatever lead I had on it because of, you know, dying and going back to the checkpoint barrel. I'm getting too anxious to finish this level. I probably got enough lead on the slime that can probably take it a little slower. This is definitely the type of level that's going to punish you for going too fast. And watch the slime get me anyway. There's the G. We're getting there. Please let this be the end. Don't die. Okay. What's happening here? I guess we're going up here. This is making me anxious. This is very trolly. A lot of off-screen tomfoolery happening here. Oh, cool, we got some lives. Not that we need them, but I did. I did the thing. Stronghold Showdown. Are they gonna change this, or is this just the same? Oh, here's Donkey Kong. Let's save him. Oh, wait. We can't save him because the game won't let us. So he slowly scrolls off screen. It is just like that. Okay. Yes, I conquered that frightful level indeed. You were right. The Flying Croc. We should be getting close to the end, huh? This is definitely way longer than the... first land game. I feel like this is probably, like, an hour longer. Depending on how I feel, I might be up for trying Land 3 after this. Assuming it doesn't take a million years for me to finish the game. The K. Rool fight in this might end up being a nightmare like the last one. Yeah, the ropes got me on that again. Because, as I explained before, crossing the ropes is awful and very unreliable. Okay. What do I do there? I guess I have to wait for the zinger or something? Like, maybe? Because if you jump, you die. It's like a thing they do a lot in these like sections right here, where if you jump, you just hit the bramble instantly and you die. Because you have like no, you have like, your jumping is so high in this compared to the originals that you have like barely any control over it. So they basically just straight up punish you. Okay. So we can still only go this direction. Oh, you just don't get hit. That's stupid, but I'll take it. Apparently I get hit there, though. Thanks, Bananas, for leading me astray. But it's not a big deal because... Oh. Well, that's a clip. I can't be too mad because that's clip material. Literally died centimeters away from the checkpoint barrel. It was a big deal. What do you think? There should have milked that more? Should I have like screamed like a fucking baby? Should I have completely embellished it further? I don't react hard enough. Okay. Now, if we drop here, we won't hit anything. Okay. There we go. Deadpan reactions are strong? Okay. Oh my god. The frame rate on this section is so bad. Now, obviously, there are games with worse frame rates, like one I was talking about earlier, Race Driving on Super Nintendo. That has worse frame rate. But, because this is a platformer, and it's normally running at 60 FPS, when it's not running at 60 FPS, it's a problem, because boy, do you notice it, and it really screws you up, because the game speed also slows down. So, like, that's the thing with this, is frame rate's tied... Game speed is tied to frame rate. That's pretty common with a lot of video games, especially retro games. It shouldn't be common, but it is, because from what friends of mine have told me, in game development world, it is extra work. It is sometimes a lot of extra work to make sure that a game's logic or speed is not tied to frame rate. So in a lot of cases, they just don't bother. Fun fact, somewhat hated, aligned, what's another word, disliked video game, Chrono Cross. That game does not have its game speed tied to frame rate. At least not totally. It's like runs at a variable frame rate of like 1 to 60 FPS. It never actually goes below like 20 FPS, but like it goes upwards to 60 FPS. Some games are like that, where they just secretly have higher frame rates, but they don't normally achieve them, if ever. Where's this pointing? This way? Oh, I died anyway. At least I kinda sorta know where I'm going, because they do have the arrows. I was probably towards the end of the level when I died, but, you know, what are you gonna do? This level doesn't seem as labyrinthian as it was on the Super Nintendo. So they seem to have nerfed this level a fair bit, aside from the terrible performance, kind of making things a little harder than they should be. I've also pointed out that the hitbox on the coconuts is quite generous, which is another nice boon to Squawks in this version. It helps make up for some of his shortcomings. You can hit pretty easily... Damn it. You can pretty easily hit enemies with the coconut without having to do really precise aiming. So I think that's nice. Also, Screech doesn't seem to be that fast. He's not, like, really catching up to me. Oh, like... God damn it. It feels like the brambles are the real boss of this. Brambles are what I really have to worry about. I might actually be going too fast. Like, for how slow Screech seems to be, I probably don't have to go as fast as I am, and my I might actually beat the level if I don't rush too much. Also, damn it. I gotta point out, my hand is hurting a lot because this level... Fuck. This level requires a lot of, like, advanced movement. And it's really reaming my hand. So, this is a little annoying. Okay, this is where you're gonna get hit by a zinger. Yep. There's one there. Jesus, I almost threw myself into the bramble. No Kong barrel, huh? They really want you to do this in one shot. It's pretty long. It's a long stretch of nothing. Am I going the right way? Apparently I am. I don't know if Screech can actually catch up to me at this point. I'm very concerned there's a troll. What the fuck is... Okay, that must be like a DK coin or something. That can't be the way. You gotta go left, I bet. That looks way too hard to be, like, required. Fuck, I'm getting sloppy. I'm trying to see if I can just speedrun through this, but I probably am not good enough for that, and it'll probably hurt my hands a lot more. This is a really hard level just because of how much endurance is required for it. Not only is it a freaking marathon, like, they call it a sprint. This isn't a sprint. This is like Screech's marathon. This is really freaking long. Ugh. I'm getting impatient, to be honest, because I just want this to be over with. This is, this level's not good on my hands. Particularly my right hand. This is where you make jerking off jokes. Your right hand, huh? Okay. That's like the only barrel I've... Fuck, I'm gonna go back for that. I don't care. Screech seems pretty damn slow in this, so I don't think I'm gonna be too worried. Then watch somehow Screech beats me. Oh, damn it, I'm getting hit a lot. Now I don't have any insurance. I hate having to do this with no insurance for how long it is. Damn it. I was trying to descend and I accidentally veered into the zinger. But I can do better. This is why I want, like, I want the no. I want to end this. Kill me. Kill me. It's too soon to be taking damage. What on earth am I doing? I should have some of this memorized by now. Why am I making these mistakes? Exactly. Exactly. I should have zanged. Oh, man. Well, there's a barrel here. I almost hit the bramble again. Where is the barrel? What? Did I miss it? Oh, no. Here it is. Okay. Oh, my eyes. Don't start with itchy eyes, please. I don't want that today. Thank you. I think this is the furthest I've gotten while having both of my Kongs. Or Squawks, if you prefer to call them that. It'll be helpful to keep them because of trolls. that I don't know about. I almost hit that again. It was really close. Maximum 8 potential, hell yes. Damn it. Well, there goes my insurance. We're flying blind again. I think this is where I was last time, yeah. Yep, I was right. Done. The other way was like probably a DK coin. Wow, that was hard. Let's do a save. $45%. 10 DK coins. I don't know how I got 10. I was basically trying not to get them. Okay, so this is supposedly the final boss, unless there's a lost world. If there is, I don't care. But this was probably going to take a million years, if it's anything like the last time. Although this boss seems shockingly similar. Shockingly similar to the boss in the original game. Just much smaller scale. And way more aggressive wind. I'm gonna switch back to Dixie. You can switch back between them pretty much instantaneously, so there's not really any real handicap as far as I know. Oh, I fucked it up. I don't think that counted as a hit. I think I screwed that up somehow, because I threw it the wrong way. Yeah, I think I just have to do it over. Okay. Dixie seems okay for this. I might just keep using her. It seems pretty much the same. I wonder if they're gonna do the reverse controls thing if you hit the clouds or whatever. Yeah, the background's weak on this, but that's expected because it's too complex. So they just went with the same background they used for that other level that I was on for a while. Really fast. Okay, so they're doing this. What? No, that can't be right. No way. No way. That's the boss? That was so easy. What? Apparently I made the podium. My mind is blown. That was so fucking easy. Literally every single boss, except like the first one, was way harder than the final boss. Oh, there goes my frames again. Way harder. I was expecting to be at that for ages. Like I was with the other one, the first game. Yeah, the brambles were the final boss. It was the friends we made along the way. I mean, it's kind of a relief I'm done with the game, because that was, you know, I would say overall, for what it is, this is the thing about retro games, right? Especially portable retro games. It's always in the context of when it came out and what system it was on. For the hardware, this is a competent game. Thank you for the GGs. For the hardware, this was a competent game. This would be probably a lot cooler if you were a kid in 1995 and you were playing this on your Game Boy and you needed something to do when you were driving, you're getting driven by your parents to go to, you know, the dentist or some bullshit, or on a road trip or whatever, and you need something to occupy your time. This game would be a good fit for that type of thing, and therefore that makes it a competent Game Boy game, because that's pretty much what the Game Boy was kind of about for the most part, was stuff like that. Man, my frames are just tanking. I mean, at least this is a good time for them to tank. I don't even know if anyone can even hear what I'm saying. But, like, yeah, so overall, like, For what it is, it's competent, it's fine. Just, you know, I wouldn't want to play it again. And if I didn't use an infinite lives cheat, I probably would have mauled it at this game pretty hard. Because I died a lot in this game. Pretty much everything at the, like the last, like, let me say, like, last 2 levels of World 2 and everything after that, this game got a massive difficulty spike. Every other frame? Okay, cool. Well, at least that's nice. It's nice people can hear me. But yeah, so, like, cool game. It's a neat novelty. Do I want to replay it? No. This is kind of a one-time thing. I kind of got my fill. And it's probably likely I'm going to think the same about Donkey Kong Land 3. I'm feeling okay-ish for now to keep going, so I think I'll switch over to Donkey Kong Land 3 after the credits. So we're not done yet. I don't know how much longer I can go, but I think I want to at least, like, sample the 3rd game to get an idea, because I'm curious. So I want to, like, give it a little bit of a test drive. Get a little bit of a taste. Maybe do a world or 2, depending. And see how I feel about that. I think the one thing... Well, 2 things about this game that are bad, though, straight up, just, like, much worse than the first Land game, is, 1, the Super Game Boy Color palette sucks. It's pretty hard to look at. This is straight up, like, this custom palette that I'm using from the Mister is better. The one in the first game was far more nuanced. The Super Game Boy Color palette had a lot more work put into it. They really phoned it in on this one. And the soundtrack, is pretty, like, there's a few good tunes, but the soundtrack is very, very minimal in the, in this version. They use, like, the same 3 tracks for, like, probably half of the levels, if not more. Worlds, like, 1 through 3 used the same tracks excessively. And in places it didn't make sense. So, like, they were using, like, music that didn't fit the levels at all. So there's definitely stuff like that that came through that I wasn't really a fan of. However, it runs better and it controls way better. Way, way better than the first game did. Not perfect, but it was an improvement. So overall, I give this game about 20 hot dogs. That's what I rate it.